Alright, it's been a few weeks since you guys got to bathe in the glory of being cool guys. Trademark.
Please, as if I was ever not a cool guy.
Oh, your time will come when the dice hate you.
They've happened, but I'm still cool.
Nope. Excuse me. Let me just pull up the thing. I reread this a while ago and then I forgot most of it. Also, I completely forgot to actually open the adventure path sections. Whoops. We're so busy helping you guys figure out the prices of potions that I
Claire.
just couldn't find the time.
You get rode all night, huh?
Yeah, cause I got a broom. I'm gonna bristle your beard. Woo.
Claire has a beard now.
It doesn't matter if you have a beard. I'm gonna wiggle it against your hair and your chin. Make it all messy and dusty.
Tapes a beard to him.
Why are you like this, Claire?
We ask that every day.
Because someone wrote the spell Goodberry. That's why I like this. But yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna poke the sharp bristles against your neck and go, you feeling lucky, punk? A few weeks later, things have been getting strange in the streets. Late at night. Who here stays up late at night?
Me.
I probably
Maybe
would.
cat.
The two of you would have heard lately strange sounds of panic and worry. From time to time, it doesn't seem to amount to anything. Until today, when suddenly you are confronted by none other than Sheriff Hemlock himself. Let's not forget his pretty face. By the way, he looks dramatically different in the original. His art is just ridiculous in the original book. I'm gonna pull up because you just have to see how silly he looks in that one. He just looks so dumb.
I want to see
I
it.
think he's like I don't know what it is, but his helmet isn't.
It's the.
Is the fact that he doesn't
It's
have a
definitely
helmet over the over his head just makes him look like he's a freaking thumb.
Actually, it's not. It's the coif around his neck. That's what's the problem. It looks so weird.
He looks like a thumb.
Yeah, he looks like he's a thumb from Spy Kids.
Oh my god, and I hate it.
Luckily, we have modern Sheriff Hemlock, who just looks like a dummy.
Holy
All right.
hell, his chest. The hell is wrong?
There you go, Claire.
the Virgin to Fairy versus the Chad Fairy.
Those pauldrons,
great.
those pauldrons would make a 40k Marine blush.
So, okay, so we either have Thumb, or we have a guy drawn by Robert Liefeld.
Oh God.
I'm not sure which is worse.
I'll
Yeah,
take
but you know
something.
what would be worse than Taurus? What if they were both?
Thumb drawn by Robert Liefeld, but he
Yeah.
could draw feet. What makes you think he could draw hands?
See, you have a point. Your logic is sound.
Because what are feet if not strange hands?
Also, Claire, I already put one of those in.
Oh my god, a thumb! What comes up and slaps your girl's butt when you do. What would you do if that guy slapped Sharkbay's butt?
I mean, I'd watch the bloodbath basically.
Oops, all thumbs.
Oh God. Underrated
Anyway.
movie, by
So
the
what's
way.
the weird stuff going on?
Yeah,
Yes,
what
that's what
Hemlock coming over for?
Hemlock is taking you in confidence, which is to say that it'll take you to a private section, be it a back alley if you're out in the streets, or to the back room of yonder inn, the Rusty Dragon. Which, by the way, now bears, what was it again? The Barguest is the one you may turn into a trophy?
Yes.
That's been hanging there a while. Let's
Yeah,
take a look. See.
Let's take a table and get some beer. Well, maybe.
No, he wants to discuss this where no one can hear it. He insists that this is not discussed in front of anyone at all. It's rather serious.
Cavernous ears.
As you sit in the little back room, which is like a small office that a Mako probably uses to have some peace and quiet from the rest of the inn, he asks, sort of with rolling eyes. So, do you know the Sandpoint Sawmill? You probably would, since it's really close by and that thing's quite noisy at night. But
I probably
I thi-
wandered there at some point.
I think we have been there, in the area.
It's number 25 actually on the map.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It has a water wheel, I think.
Yeah, we haven't been there, but I'm assuming Talon probably walked by it just to check it out.
What's really
Oh,
weird
wait a
is that the water wheel isn't visible on the map, but it's implied to be there.
Oh wait, was it 20 that we broke into and saved Emiko and?
Wait, 20 is the
Uh,
glassworks.
Yeah, we broke into 20.
Never
You,
mind.
you beat up the son of the proprietor, yes.
Kicked him. Beat his dick. Well, wait, I wasn't there for that. Never mind. I didn't do anything.
Mr.
Hey,
Hemlock.
you weren't in our group yet.
Mr. Hemlock starts off with the fact that he's very glad that you've proven yourself so competent and are still here in a time of need. He starts off by explaining something which happened a few years ago called the Chopper's murdering spree. A few years ago, there used to be someone called the Chopper who caused a big old ruckus by murdering a whole bunch of people. And now, well, now something similar seems to be happening. Down by the sawmill, a woman got chopped in half by the sawmill itself, and the other guy got, well, let's just say that the only way they could recognize him is a tattoo. On his chest, however, was some strange symbol. Normally, one murder isn't something to call an adventurous for, but he found 3 other people in a barn that had similar symbols and were messed up in a similar fashion. So, if 3 people get beat up and someone in town starts getting assaulted, that's the time when you step back and hire professionals.
So
Sheriff Hemlock says that there's something weird going on. There's a weird smell hanging there, and he is personally convinced that this is either a dangerously competent criminal or some intelligent monster of the sorts.
well, do you think it's the chopper from before, or is it just a coincidence?
Let me actually check out and see if the chopper actually got caught, because it isn't an appendix.
Huh.
Let's take a look. See.
Also, in the friends chat, I put what I'm imagining we're getting run into.
Gosh, there is so much here. Oh, 7-point guard is a stat block. The murderer. Yet even he was ill prepared.
I'm going to Tony Chopper. I'm going to the little deer.
Over the course of 1 month, the chopper claimed 25 victims.
Damn.
His
What a dick.
uncanny knack for eluding traps and pursuit quickly wore down the town guard. It took a toll on the previous sheriff, Averton. Ooh. And the sheriff became the last victim. Would you look at that? That's probably why Sheriff Hemlock is being so nervous. Ooh.
That'll do it.
Although, to be fair, he caught him supposedly seeing who Chopper was, which now became the area known as Chopper's Alley. Let me see if I can find it, so you all know where not to run if you want to get chopped up.
But if we're trying to chop him up, then we have to go there.
Where is Chopper's Alley? Come on, man. You can't... Oh, here it is. Ooh, it's right next to the sawmill, actually. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh.
I didn't read this section because I didn't think this would actually... This isn't actually relevant, but it's nice and inspiring. And then Belor Hemlock found both bodies. Several minutes later, he was basically promoted on the spot. Oh. Ooh.
So you want us to find and stab the stabby stabber?
Well, not stab, chop. There's a difference.
Okay, you want us to find and stab the choppy chopper chopper.
Oh. Mm. Ooh. Okay. Well, they did actually catch Mr. Chopper, so that's taken care of. So this
Wow.
is someone else.
Well,
Huh.
if you'll lead us to Chopper Alley and the sawmill.
I don't
then,
think Chopper Alley isn't relevant to this at all. That's like the last guy
So where were the bodies?
in the sawmill. There's also a set
So
of
let's
bodies
go.
in a barn that might be worth investigating. He basically deputizes you on the spot for this. He'll also show you
So
a bit. Of,
guys, sorry.
he also wants to show you a bit of paperwork, which well, he doesn't know who it addresses, but there's a gut feeling in his stomach telling him that it's probably you guys. Since he doesn't know anyone that matches this description, he hands you a bloodied note. It looks more bloodied by incident than bloodied intentionally, like they put it on a body and the body made blood on it.
I will examine this note.
We have spoken of this before, my master. Now it begins. Join the pack, and it will end. It is signed, Your Lordship.
Okay,
Hmm.
what description does this fit?
Well, I don't know any lordships that have any particular affinity to me.
We are lordships now, apparently.
I
I'll
mean, there are
accept it.
plenty of nobles around here, I guess, if you insist.
It could be
What about
addressed
our
to
one buddy?
yeah, Amico and
Or
Foxtrot.
that other dude who's Foxtrot, that's his name.
Well, Foxglove left for Magnamar a while ago, so.
But yeah, we'll take the noble lead. Got
And
some
there's also
song
the
on.
noble who lives on the hill, you know, the guy you saved from the glassworks. Technically, a
I
Mako
hope
is a
he's not-
lordship.
Yeah, that's why I brought up
I
Amico.
really hope that they're not sending us bloody notes. That's kind of rude.
Well, it's
Hey.
bloodied because it was pinned to a dead guy's sleeve.
It's not really sent to us. It was more like put there and assumed.
Okay, so guys, Talon says, instantly engrossed. How many nobles in this town are gonna try to kill us?
Corvus kind of.
Hopefully, all of them.
Considering
Because
all
this
I
would
heard
be
of the.
This would be number 2.
I mean, technically, Tsudo could be up to it.
That's like most of my.
Because you
customer
left
base,
Pseudo
so
alive,
you know.
right? You handed him in for custody.
Yeah.
His dad bought him out on bail, of course, so.
Wait, what?
This is medieval
Wait, his
society, Claire.
dad-
People aren't thrown in jail.
But his own dad would like. Wasn't he like his dad? He was chucking his dad into a glass furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he needs a male heir. I'm assuming.
Well,
What
he
the
doesn't need a
fuck?
male heir. It's that Amako's being a weenie.
Yeah, that too.
What?
Like, Amako would have
You know,
told you,
I
and the book actually mentions that she's like, gosh, I hate the fact that my dad is dead. Now I have to take over his job. Gosh. Now I have to be rich.
You know what? I'm Torvis Churchby. I'm not. Eleanor. I wasn't there for that, so I'm just gonna ignore that like goofiness. like.
Point is, he provides you with the following leads. First and foremost, he'll tell you the person who brought up the fact that these bodies were there. A man named Ibor Thorn. Let me just plop that name down for you. Ibor Thorn, finder of the bodies. There's, of course, the lumber mill, which, you know, scene of the crime. Maybe you can find some exciting clues that can lead you in the right direction. There's something else. The victims are the owner and proprietor of the sawmill, and this name should be familiar to the kitty cat. Remember that lady who tried to woo you in book 1 really early on?
I do remember this.
Remember her
yes.
dad?
Oh my god, no.
Remember, guess who one of the victims is? It's the lady.
Really? She
No.
was nice.
Yeah.
A
she's
little
like-
racist, but nice.
Now, you know her dad, the kind of guy who might fuck someone up. If he finds out that something schmoozy is happening. So, Sheriff Hamlock says that in his professional capacity he can't make that judgment, but the town bicycle and all.
Wait, she was? Oh man, thank God I got out of that one. That would have gotten weird.
Additionally, there's the other murder, which are 3 known troublemakers from the town of Gulduria. Were found in an abandoned barn south of town a few days ago. His bodyguard apparently survived the assault and has gone insane and has been sent to a location known as Habe's Sanatorium, a privately run respite for the insane and infirm. Finally,
Yeah,
there's the fact
Naval
that
Sanatorium.
the 3 bodies, the 3 con men, and the only the guy, the girl was not marked. Only the proprietor of the sawmill has a strange rune carved in his chest, a 7-pointed star supposedly. He'll
So
recommend that you investigate the body if you want a better detail.
was the barn more recent?
The barn was the older one. This
Alright.
thing was discovered like today, last night.
7-pointed star. Guys, haven't we seen that somewhere?
Probably. Nope.
Like recently?
Mm,
In that place with the big pile of money where we had that door, we put the 7-point star thingy in it and it opened up. Am I the only one with a memory?
Oh yeah. But I mean, that was.
Oh my god, I brought a curse.
Can I get
He
who
does
here
insane.
has an intelligence of 14 or higher?
I do not.
hey, I do.
Talon has a 10.
Wait, you
I'm
actually have a
intelligent.
you,
I do.
Torvis actually has brain. Torvis, You remember that that lady you fought during the assault wore an amulet of a 7-pointed star.
I also have a routine.
Oh wait, you mean the like the broadsword lady like a garroted?
Yeah.
Ted,
Finally, Mr. Hemlock will tell you that there's probably a scholar in town who can help you with that.
yeah,
What was
probably
his? Brodert Quink? He lives somewhere near the lighthouse, I think. Might
Oh
be able to
yeah,
help
that
you.
Shahidran rune.
I spin that
So,
pendant on my finger and show it to the cat boy. That star thing, right?
yeah, that thingy-majigger. Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I
what
didn't think I'd see one here. But,
Oh,
okay, so we should go and, we should go investigate some stuff then.
Yes, you have 6 leads. The Rune, Ven
I
Finder,
gotta
Eben Thorn, the Sandpoint Lumber Mill, the scene of the crime, the 3 earlier murders, the location of the crime, and of course, there's also the guy who went insane.
I think first we should go check out the scene of the crime, you know.
Check it out what's fresh.
Check it out while it's fresh before a bunch of people show up. This is the medieval times. Forensics weren't invented until 1926.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
they're just gonna work around the bodies.
Unfortunately, a bunch of people have already shown up. They're wondering why there's a guard standing outside the sawmill more than anything.
Well, we're gonna go in the sawmill.
Sexalicious. Does anyone here have knowledge local?
I think I
I
do.
Roll me the
do.
goods.
Knowledge local. What do you got in it, Bella?
Me check. Uh, I have a 6.
You go for it.
Alright, bam.
Ezra, you remember that the people who run it are Harker, and Thorn, and they tend to work late at night, which is annoying because their sawmill is kind of rusty and creaky. It makes a lot of noise. Or as most people call it, the infernally creaky log splitter.
Ah, it's those people.
They've shut it down, of course. It's no longer active. You arrive, the guards step aside. They will show you to the log splitting room itself, and they'll gesture towards the pier in case you might want to investigate that. All right. What do you want to investigate? You're standing in this room used for log splitting. There's tools hanging on the wall. There's a lady on the log splitter cutting it cleanly in half. There's a guy hanging on one of the machine replacement parts who is missing most of his body, including his jaws, his eyes, his face, and there's a big old rune carved into his chest. There's also the outside. You know, criminals got to enter and leave somehow.
holy fuck! Like she's just like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, there's also a floor embedded in the floor near the log splitter. An axe, sorry, not a floor.
A floor in the floor.
Yes.
We're in a Bethesda game.
There's also a
No,
strange
God, no.
smell in the air, but who knows what that is. It's like an animal died in here.
I roll my Monster Slayer profession to see if I identify any kind of signs of like a creature of some kind
Go ahead.
from this damage. All right, cool.
Now, there is one thing that gives you, that a 10 gives you. This smell in the air, that's not if these bodies are like last night, this is not that smell. Something else smells like a dead animal. And judging by the fact that it seems to be fading slightly, that something isn't here anymore.
Huh. I tell the party. Smell that?
Yeah, it's very, very pungent and dead.
More pungent and dead than these bodies would be.
That's a viable assessment.
Hey, Mr. Guy with Big Wolf.
Yar.
I don't know. I was gonna ask if the wolf could smell something. Pretty sure it's all just dead.
Probably, but
Can't-
let's perception this shit.
Actually, if they have the sensibility, they don't really have to roll for that. They do need to roll me a DC 13 Fortitude save with a -4 for having a sensitive nose.
Okay.
Puppy no.
So a fort save.
Your dog managed to avoid become sickened when it starts smelling around and eventually goes. It. You tell it to like seek after trying to waft the air into its nose. Maybe I don't know. It goes around. It goes to the lady. It goes to the guy. It goes to the axe in the ground. It then goes and then follows it out towards the pier where it suddenly stops. The smell might not be very good here because the water keeps splashing up.
I'm
Well.
gonna investigate the area because I'm a natural hunter.
What area are you investigating?
The pier. Because
You
if the scent went out here, there might
Roll
be
me some perception,
other
please.
clues. Bada boom.
Do you have survival as you find some muddy footprints?
I do actually.
I also
Anyone can
have-
roll the survival, by the way, because you can point it out to them.
I got a 6 in survival.
I got 7. Bam. Oh,
The-
Craig.
Good thing Craig rolled first.
Craig, allow me to tell you what these footprints are. They are footprints going to and from the edge of the pier. They are muddy footprints of a barefoot human. You are even able to tell that this is river mud. This is mud coming not from like the ground. This is like mud from underwater.
Okay.
So,
Silty.
Holy crap, you have a 13 survival?
he's a druid. It's their thing.
He gets like a +4, I think. So yeah. And his class
Dang.
bonus, so that's already a +7. Then his wisdom.
And I have a bunch of.
You know what?
rocks
I'll
in it.
even tell you this. Judging by how these footprints are going and the silt, it's pretty clear that whoever did this climbed in and out. And you're not quite sure, but you think the footprints that are coming out of the water are older than the ones going back in.
Interesting. Okay, so I get the feeling that they left via the water.
Now, the thing is, this is deep enough to swim. You wouldn't necessarily get feet that wet. Like, you wouldn't get mud on your feet if you walk it. This is something that doesn't add up to your brain.
Well, if it had to walk along the bottom,
It
then
was
maybe-
you!
The rock. I should have known.
I could rot the rock. So yeah, like Dorvis kind of nods to herself. So we're definitely not, pretty obviously not dealing with something that's human.
It's got
I
human.
mean, maybe they're not its feet.
You think it was like leaving marks for us to follow?
Look, I mean, I hear stuff when I'm on the boats.
These footprints do not look like they've been intentionally like smushed in so that you can follow them easily.
We're dealing with like the most like suave zombie murderer.
Not to tell you how to do your job, by the way, but isn't the main investigation of most murders the bodies and the murder weapon?
Yeah, but we were checking the area. See if there are hints. Back to the
I'm good.
Look,
weaponry.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at the axe.
I'm more interested.
Can you
in
make me that
so,
DC
yeah.
13 fort save, please?
Alright. Bam.
You avoid becoming sickened. Let's see. The axe is covered in flesh and fragments of bone. There's a rotten meat stink on it. Does anyone here have knowledge religion?
I do not. That is not something I care about.
What is used for undead identification,
Uh,
so.
I
It
have
might be useful.
engineering.
So anyone
Religion
has
is-
it, they can use it. If
No.
not, then.
If
Well-
it ain't about nature, then I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, your nature, I'm places.
You think you've you can't figure this out. You're gonna need someone with appropriate training in identification of smells for that.
So I mean, we're basically CSI. Can we like pluck this axe? I mean, maybe carrying this around would be a bad idea. Never mind.
So as
It's just-
it's the
Mr.
old days.
Hemlock says, you know, if you start getting too connected to the crimes, people might start humbling. And while you could probably fight your way out of town, that's not a good way to go.
let's
Also,
not touch this axe.
this axe is making people roll a fort save just by being near it, so let's not like pick it up.
I mean, you could.
I put the axe back down.
All right, nice.
So who would we know to talk about smells?
Uh, maybe the priest. That guy's around bodies a lot as a priest.
And he's religious, so you know.
And he stinks.
No, he washes himself. How dare you?
Well, he's a priest. He kind of stinks. Well, he would know about religious stuff, so I say we talk to Mr. Priestman.
Alright.
Let's go to the priest. I'll go talk to him.
Marvelous. You leave the scene of the crime.
I mean, we can always go back.
You can always go back. The body's slowly rotting in your wake.
Maybe we should investigate the bodies a little, just to see if there's anything.
How about
Go ahead. I'm not going to get close to those. Those things are gross.
Does
about
anyone
two
here
of
have
us make
heal?
those guys?
Have what?
Heal.
Yes.
So you already know what the Sahedrian rune is, but do you have a heal skill? Craig, you perform a close medical examination of the wounds on both characters. Katrin has clearly just been split by the thing. She's cut cleanly in half. Her organs and brain are like dribbling and bleeding out, making for a nice anatomical display, you could say. There is a guard in this room who came in with you, for just to make sure you're not fucking things up too badly or stealing anything. Who is like pale faced as he looks at this. Remember when Hemlock said his good dudes were green? You should have brought that up because this guy's like. You are impressed with the fact that a log splitter can be used so cleanly to just destroy a person.
Dang.
However, Harker's body reveals some interesting information for your eyes, which is what the actual heal check is for. He has deeper slashes on his body. 5 fingers on a claw. Seems to be a human-sized hand. There's a rotten scent around each of the cuts. The only thing left recognizable on Harker is a faded tattoo of a raven on his lower abdomen. But what strikes you the most is these claw strikes.
Okay, so I'm between the footprints on the dock and the claw marks and shit. I'm thinking maybe some sort of zombie-ish creature.
Oh,
Something
many
that
things.
something that would walk on the bottom of the lake, but also attack with claws.
It could even be fish folk. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's just a
I'm
strong
curious
fishy smell.
If it was, what I'm wondering is if it was only just one of them, because this is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, this guy seems to have achieved very little.
And also, here's the next question: claw marks, and a woman like cleaved the hat from a buzzsaw, or was it the axe?
An
The
axe.
lady seems to mostly have. She seems more like a struggle. Like she got grabbed and then dragged over and then cleaved in half. Legs first.
Ooh. Also, yeah, the question.
Wait,
There's the claws,
hold
and
on
then
a
the
second.
axe.
Hold on a second. I was seeing this. Was she cut lengthwise?
Yes.
Oh, I was seeing it as across the. I was seeing this completely different thing.
No. Whoever did this had a grand old time.
Oh, okay.
However, the thing is so noisy that no one heard her scream, presumably.
Right.
Yeah. So buzzsaw, axe, claws. Where does the axe come in?
Well, Can you roll me some intelligence?
I
Nope.
Can I roll you some intelligence?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Maybe you can piece this all together. The axe. None of them have axe wounds. Like, this is a big, chunky axe. None of them have big, chunky axe wounds. The two
Okay.
bodies here, at least.
Maybe the guy was wielding the axe and hit whatever it was attacking them,
Ooh.
and it's now covered in whatever that was.
Ooh.
So then I'm gonna just take some of that flesh and put it in like a bottle.
I will reiterate towards my zombie idea. Because if it's this rotting and smells this bad,
I'll
Well
put
then.
some of it in a bottle.
Talon's already kind of leaving because he actually doesn't like this kind of place.
You
He's
decide
being
to go
I don't
fine
visit.
like
with
this place. This place
You decide to go
sucks.
visit that priest then, I guess.
Yeah, he's going for the priest.
The priest will give you a lowdown showdown. While he isn't super smart when it comes to the undead, he can tell you that this is undead flesh. Might be a ghoul, might be a ghast. It's something that direction, because they're usually the smelly boys.
well, that is good to know.
Wink. He then
So-
asks you, where did you get this, and why are you showing me this? Because I don't
Oh,
recall
we
any ghasts in the area.
They found some dead bodies in the mill, the sawmill, and we're trying to figure it out. And it seems kind
Excuse
of
me, a
weird.
murder by undead in our... Oh my.
Well, we think undead maybe. Walked in from the pond, so you know.
You watch as this guy might have a bit of a... he isn't taking it well. This news is quite startling to him. After all, what
Can I
priest
try-
wouldn't be nervous
um,
when there's an
yeah.
undead incursion happening?
If only he was an animal, I could try to calm him down.
I could probably try with my myriad of abilities to calm people down.
I don't think you can calm this man down. This is more fundamental than you can just chit-chat out of someone.
Hey, my dude, it's all right.
We'll
It's
kill
like
it.
first the goblins and now this, really?
Look,
We're on
dude,
the
it's
case
okay.
though. We got this.
We, meaning me, will kill it again, and then it will be gone.
If you think you can manage such a dangerous creature. The undead are
Yeah,
quite
probably.
dangerous, and if they have a brain enough to commit murder, then they're certainly quite cunning.
Um,
And
You
there are
see, they
few
need
things
to
more
learn to train
dangerous
this-
than cunning undead.
could there be something controlling the undead that would be cunning instead of the undead being cunning?
Ghasts are actually specifically more resistant against being controlled, as are ghouls.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just gonna take this moment to let Torvis know that
Hello?
hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I thought Zai was saying hello.
They were.
What did I say?
They're just weenies.
Hello,
Zyla.
Zai.
Baby! Baby Claire. Baby.
Getting back.
Okay.
You and Bella?
I'll take this moment to inform Torvis, then as a quick reminder, that the crypt here was broken into and they were missing bodies. Weren't there?
Yeah.
There's also that swirling portal of hatred down there.
Well, you took care of that.
Yeah, we closed that.
Wasn't there the one thing that we didn't go after because it specifically told us come back at a later level?
Oh, you mean that section? Yes. It's also kind of locked off, so it would take a lot of effort to get down there in the first place, so...
Yeah, no, I meant like in this general area. I think there was like a crypt robbery, and that led us to like some goblin tracks. But there was
Okay.
When
also
So guys,
yeah,
since new person is new, I think, and I hate saying this, we should go talk to the dad.
well, I
You-
mean,
especially since you guys don't know about what happened because Eleanor did and she's dead. You notice Talon actually acting a little bit nervous about talking to somebody. It's strange.
you didn't tell me about.
No, he didn't want to talk about that whole situation.
Okay,
It was racist and uncomfortable. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, only Eleanor knew what was happening because she was here, Talon's attempt to escape.
oh,
Alright,
alright.
So yeah,
The cat is acting weird, so
Mr. Vinder is currently being held in the jail cell to cool off, since he got a bit angry over his daughter's death.
I can't imagine why, and I kind of feel bad about it, but I really don't want to go talk to this guy.
Wiggle,
Oh,
wiggle,
we're
wiggle.
gonna talk to a
what do
witness.
you want to ask him? Because we can ask for you.
You guys aren't very good at talking to people.
Yeah,
That
I
is
am.
true.
I'm perfect at talking.
Wonk.
I'll just pet his snoot, and I'll talk to him and keep him calm.
See,
Say
this is
for
what
me,
I'm afraid of.
say for maybe three or 4 years, I've been fluent in English or common my whole life.
All right, kids.
Let's go
Uh,
talk to the dad man.
yeah.
All right.
So
Heading over to ye local jail.
while on the way over, Talon starts explaining, you know that whole local, town bicycle thing? That ends up that she wanted me to be the next rider a while ago. Remember when we had the dead one? Okay, she came to me and said, hey, cute little cat boy, you want to come to
Kiki.
my place and catch some rats? And I
You
was
want
like,
some
what the
catnip?
hell? And I
Well,
was
Tortoise
like,
is
we
cat.
got a rat catcher right here. And she was like, nah, I want you to catch the rats. And I was like, yeah, I know where this is going. And I'm pretty sure Dad here was about to take a swing at me. Got out of there really quick.
You actually managed to convince him things were fine.
Yeah,
Befuddling.
Yeah.
that was close.
Tortoise kind of looks at Talon, looks at his cat ears, realizes, look at that.
I never put this together. You're a cat.
You're a talking cat.
I gotta be honest, I've never seen one of you before. Also, that's fucking racist.
Extremely.
Anyway, for now though, he's sitting in his jail cell, and you have all the time you need to prepare for whatever you want.
All right. So
Well, I'm gonna go talk to him.
he's a witness,
He's the
or
prime suspect.
he's
Yes.
the con-
He's known to have a short temper and be protective of his daughter, so.
Who is a slut or was?
No,
She's dead.
I mean, look.
Dude, she just
Okay,
likes to have a good time. Don't have.
yeah.
Don't
I
have.
mean, she really liked to have guys split her in half.
I was just gonna go there too.
Talon would not say that one in character, of course.
This disrespect will ultimately result in a minus when fighting undead.
No, Talon would say that in character, of course.
Tortoise has to roll an edge check just to defend herself.
You and your goddamn edge check. I know, you write something about the splitting pain or something.
Anyways, let's go. I'm gonna go and talk to him.
Nothing divides human halves more than pain and life.
And also being cut in half.
And I'll join you in the conversation.
All right, what's your opening sentence? Because he will not engage people that are just walking by. He's trying to cool off.
I leave this to the cat.
Cat
Well, you
is
know him.
good at talking to people. The cat's gonna come in and try to empathize with them a little bit. Gonna go in, be like, hey, it's been a while, and I heard what happened to your daughter, and we want to help.
He looks at you and squints. Wait a minute. Aren't you the rat catcher?
Actually, my friend was the professional rat catcher, but they were too big to get in your shop, and that was me.
Why are you even here?
Well, we were tasked by the guard. We are going to try and find whoever did this.
But rumor is, I stand by for one, that people are kind of putting you on the block.
Bam! Hit. Like,
Putting
he
me on the
actually
block.
hits you before you say that.
You just
Wait, who hit
Putting me on the block.
No, Talon
That man
hits,
Howell was coming to him!
No. Talon is actually cutting off Ezra.
Why?
Talon is actually hitting her because you do not threaten the person we're trying to talk to.
I'm not threatening him.
You do not bring up that they are the suspect in the
Mr.
murder
Vin just
of
sits
their
there as you start to
daughter.
have this exciting argument about your lack of coordination.
Holy crap. This is why I said you people are good at this.
No, I said some people are putting him on the block, which is why he's in the prison.
That's
He's
not
here
why.
to cool off.
He's also the prime suspect.
And you just brought up that fact.
Also,
good to
now
bring
that you
that
think
up.
about it, you're pretty sure you heard him screaming somewhere in the morning. So
Probably screaming because his daughter got, cut in effing half.
So I'm gonna try to talk to him without my second sentence involving bringing up that he is the prime suspect. I'm gonna ask him what happened.
what do you mean? What happened?
We kind of heard you screaming last night.
Well, I should be screaming when I suddenly hear from the sheriff of all people that my dear darling daughter was found dead in a frickin' sawmill.
And do you know if anything happened? If anything was up with
I
her
know
that night?
justice happened to that diddler,
Who?
that disgusting man touching my little girl. If it wasn't for him
Would
and his stupid throwing around of his money and his charms, my daughter would be safe at home instead of in danger with his stupid diddling business.
the diddler the other guy who died?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I want to
Oh,
make
okay,
sure
I
I'm on
thought
the right page.
I actually thought he was talking about like Noble Bro.
No. He's
Good
about the
bro,
fact that he knows his daughter is pretty, but he likes to shift the blame.
So
His
there's
not
nothing
daughter is
else
not
you-
promiscuous. Other people are diddlers.
I like him. So, do you know anything else that happened that night? Do you have any information you can give that can help us find the person who did this? And, you know,
Why don't you go
get
talk to
rid
Eber?
of it.
Eber, that stupid, what's his part or something. He's probably his wingman and trying to get my pure girl doing things. You could talk to
Also,
him.
I'm gonna say one
How about you
thing.
put him to the axe as well?
Well, I mean, we don't want to kill anyone without knowing who did it. And from what we learned about what did it, it's probably not a person here.
Oh, wouldn't that be mighty convenient? Oh, they're all innocent. They did nothing.
It'd be way more convenient if it was a person here, because then we wouldn't have to fight a super zombie.
Super
Gonna
zombie.
say that. I wish it was a person here.
Wait a minute. Doesn't one of you do like weird magic stuff?
She died.
No. I'm talking about. He points at Craig. I talk about him. And what's the deal with the guy with chains? You were the guy summoning
She's
evil
new.
super zombies around here.
I'm not a guy. She's just kind of rough looking butch Taurus is like,
I imagine
Nah,
zombies
yeah.
are good at rat hunting.
Honestly,
"Rat
not all of
zombies."
them.
Dude, can you imagine? Wait, I'm not Amory.
Anyways,
Yes.
I suppose we should go talk to him. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Justice will be served.
I'm just gonna keep my eye on them. Don't walk out.
Alan's
You want to?
Alan's gonna look up at Ezra and say, "Okay, you saw the bodies, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's literally any chance he did that?"
Yeah, I mean, we saw a man working with a hobgoblin, so
Yeah,
He
but
saw a body that was his daughter get cut in half the slow way.
yeah, I'm not going to think that this guy killed the daughter in any way. And he doesn't have long claws as far as I could tell.
And I doubt he de-limbed a body.
And he doesn't look like he's been hacked apart with an axe. So I'm taking him off the suspect list.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping this.
I'm with the Rock. I smell what the Rock is cooking, and he's on it.
God.
I'm gonna keep him on my suspect list.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm going to put you on the suspect list.
Yeah, you just got promoted to suspect.
Oh my
From-
God. Is this gonna end in that scene like from the Pirates of the Caribbean where they're all pointing guns at each other? They'll
Okay.
just sort of chuckle and then re-aim.
Let's go talk to the dude.
To Mr.
Yeah,
Ebor.
let's go find Yeah, Ebor. And yeah, I'm gonna probably point out that's probably not him because I don't think he could kill them like that.
Torvis is spinning the little.
Well, lucky you,
amulet
Ebor's
thingy.
also one of the holding cells.
Oh, that's easy.
Is he like right next door to the father?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, don't forget that like he found the body, so you know.
Can
Yeah,
they?
it's only a small
You haven't
villain.
officially
Nobody can get it.
exonerated this man yet. Also,
they
he's
see
going to
each
afterwards.
Oh, he's having a bad day.
he is. When you approach him, the first thing he'll do is immediately insist that he already told the sheriff everything. He has
Yeah,
nothing
well,
nothing to add.
the sheriff probably didn't have all of the facts that.
So it doesn't matter if you told him everything, because sometimes hearing it fresh or talking about it helps a bit.
He doesn't want to
I'm
talk to you.
involved in a few crimes.
I mean, you can just rot in here, I guess.
He'll be left out. Like you've basically
he just
already
found-
exonerated him. And he heard what you said to the guy, so he knows he's not going to be held here for long. So yeah, he
But
doesn't.
you don't want to maybe help find whatever killed your friend.
Sense motive, anyone?
I
can.
will.
No, let me check my scores, Bella. This is
Bella, go ahead and roll me. I mean, he looks like he's, a bit conflicted about that statement.
About finding who killed his friend.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me put it
think
like this. There might be something keeping him from saying it, and he might not necessarily care. Like he's just conflicted. Maybe if you schmooze him up, he might spill the beans.
Cat person, do your thing.
Oh, I wanted to do the rolls now. Staring at Bella.
I mean, Safi asked if one of us had sense motive.
I know, but instead of asking for numbers, you're just like, I'll do it.
Well,
I'm good at some of these things.
What's your sense motive at?
I don't care anymore.
Stop being a bitch and do the thing.
So I guess I'm gonna try to talk to him then.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, actually, Bella should because she's the one who sensed the motives. So go ahead.
Nah, I'll just tell you when I'm feeling.
No, you do it. I want to see you talking to him.
Nah, you already. I'm just gonna tell you that he's kind
No,
of.
I'm not doing it. This one's your game.
Not really good.
Accuse him of being a murderer.
Hmm?
Accuse him of being a murderer.
You want to intimidate him then?
I'm joking about Bella. Immediately starting with that.
I mean, it might work.
Try something. I talked to the last guy. You talk to this guy.
I lean over and elbow the
Just
cat.
tell me how you want to do this, Ezra. Do you want to bluff, intimidate, diplomacy? What kind of approach you taking? Good cop, bad cop, fuck you, cop? Which
You
is-
grab him through the bars. Totally famous.
You grab Torvis's chain.
Where are the rats? Where did you keep the rats?
Yeah, you grab Torvis's chain.
I'll just ask it again. Don't you want to find who killed your friend?
Again, this question does not elicit a response.
I elbow the cat. Can we just do this thing? I whisper in his ear, do you want to make this a pissing contest, or do you want to actually figure this out?
I'm enjoying this.
Also,
far too
this
much.
continued mumbling among yourself only seems to harden his resolve. You're looking like you're a bunch of crooked cops trying to frame him at this point, in his
Okay.
mind.
So I'm gonna step in now. Oh, didn't even mean to hit that. That was actually an accident. Because I was probably getting intimidate.
You wink with the wrong eyeball while leaning in.
That was actually completely unintentional.
You have a small
trying to
seizure.
No.
I was trying to click back over. So I'm going to take over and be like, okay, so if you don't help us out, people are going to die. More of them, painfully. Possibly someone you like. Possibly someone you don't. Probably someone you like. Not our fault, not your fault. But it might be your fault. Because if you don't help us, we can't
Well, I
help
told
them
Sheriff
stop.
Hemlock everything anyway. So why should
Yeah,
I
and
tell you all that
maybe he
stuff all
didn't.
over again?
Maybe he didn't tell it to us all in detail properly. He's a dude, he forgets stuff. Or maybe telling us will help you remember something. Any detail.
Well, I didn't see the crime. I know Ven didn't do it.
Yeah, we figured that part
I
out.
know Harker has engagements with certain individuals also related to this murder.
Like, what kind of engagements?
Wink, wink engagements.
Oh my. Wait, was he the other dead guy?
Katrin and Harker. He's talking about the
Okay.
fact that Katrin had an engagement. Wink, 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 wink.
Sorry,
wink.
my brain with the names is all over.
Or as the book calls it, frequent midnight trysts.
I like that word, tryst.
They had sex.
They booty smashed.
Yes, I figured that out. They clapped the cheeks.
All right then, Mr. Sex Cat.
I've been around.
Like he might be holding out, or he might not be. But you're not just gonna squeeze it out of him like a potato. That fresh potato juice.
And now I'll tell Talon about my feeling of his settledness about friend and whatnot.
So, Talon sitting down to try and be a little less intimidating.
The
It's a
little
cat.
kitty sits down.
They banged so hard their boots curled. Torvis, you're an edgelord. How would you know that?
Yeah, you don't have sex.
Look, I'm not trying to be an edgelord.
You are an edgelord. But
I'm like-
yeah,
But
Talon,
yet, every step of the way, how could this happen to me?
yeah. But yeah, Talon's gonna sit down, look at him, and say, "So how'd you know them?"
Harker is my partner and the technical owner of the place, and well, considering her frequent visits, of course I would be familiar with Katrin. She lives in town and she's a socialite. She moves around a lot.
But did you know her personally at all?
Not necessarily. I guess I'm not on the list of people she likes to talk to very often. At most, I talked to her because she was waiting for Harker for something. Often under the guise of woodworking exercises or something.
Woodworking. I don't do that in character. That was me. I can hold myself back. Talon would have done that if it wasn't such a bad situation. So,
Although I don't think that Mr. Harker being dead is a bad thing for the sawmill.
why not?
He pleads the fifth, so to speak.
Look, we're not going to tell anybody.
That's.
I know, bit of a rough promise right there.
Oh, you can say that you're not going to tell anyone all you like. But let's be clear. The reason I'm not telling you, I should not infer any further.
I was hoping you'd get more.
Let's just keep to it that there'll be less trouble now that Mr. Harker is gone.
But what
Now,
if
that gives us two possibilities.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm not the one with the high intelligence score. It should be up to you guys.
What? So he just that gives us two possibilities. Looks at my stat sheet awkwardly. You know what? I love balls of yarn.
Hey, I'm of average intelligence.
I know. I just kind of like that. how you
Whatever he
just
knows
broke
that
out.
hunch revealed, he ain't just gonna tell you. You have to threaten him, schmooze him, deceive him. You're gonna have to wiggle it out of him. You gotta shake him by the ankles.
Come on, Charisma Cat, let's do this shit.
Like you could just give him
Well,
some money,
come on,
maybe. I
Charisma
don't know.
Rock. I mean, I have a buttload of money. We all do. Now, you see, there's a small problem with there being less trouble at the mill, my friend. And that's because there's this wonderful thing called a double homicide. I think that's the term they use. I don't know words very well. But 2 people died in the mill that you're in charge of now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they tend to do to places with that kind of a criminal history to them?
What?
You ever heard of burning it down?
Have you ever heard of the Scarnettis family?
No, tell me about them.
Let me assure you that if anyone tries to burn down the sawmill, they'll be the ones burning down with it. Not the family, but the people who burnt it. They're a ruthless
Now-
family, good sir. You don't trick or deceive them.
I see. That's interesting to know.
They're criminal enough that they don't care about a murder happening on a valuable property.
But let's
that's
see
actually
about you.
interesting.
I'm not gonna kill anyone. I don't have the guts.
No. But do you care about there being more murders on the property that you work at? Which suddenly there's a few less people working at.
As it stands, there's now some guards posted outside. So to be honest, there's little
Oh, and
likely
you
to be a
think the
murder.
guards are going to stop something that dismembered a body and ripped one in half?
I think it will discourage it from future engagements.
And also the fact that it came in from a direction that there currently are no guards posted at. See, we know some things you don't about this. So tell us what you know.
Yes,
and maybe
yes.
we'll
Go
stop
ahead
it
with
from
your
killing you.
little secrets. I've had enough of people with their silly secrets.
You're the one keeping
How
the
about you
secrets
just
now.
go with your silly secrets and stop putting secrets back in my life?
How about you tell us your secrets? And there'll be no more
I'm not
secrets.
telling you anything.
Hey, you know what? I have an idea.
Oh no.
What are you doing,
So-
Torvis?
Yes.
Yeah, we need information. We need more information out of this guy. And he's being a really tough nut, and I think it's time to shift gears from being nice.
Oh
I was
no,
gonna suggest I toss it to the ground, but
you
He's
don't
in
have
the-
access
he's
to
in
a
the
cell.
hotel.
You don't have the key. So
Torvis looks at him and says, "I mean, he's still a possible suspect. Maybe we can get the sheriff's approval for some interrogation." And I roll.
the
my
sheriff is not
intimidate.
going to give you approval for that.
Yeah, but you see,
Does
we're
he
not
know
having to
that?
be true.
If you lie to the sheriff about torturing someone for interrogation, you're off the case.
Yeah, but you see,
No.
we're
I
not gonna,
mean,
we're not going to torture him. We're going to lie to him to think we're going to torture him.
That's
interrogate.
still probably going to get on the wrong side of a nice guy.
no,
dang it.
we're gonna lie to the
Like
suspect.
if you you can lie to the suspect. You just can't lie to Sheriff Hemlock about what you're planning to do.
Yeah, no, we're
Yeah,
going to
no,
lie
no,
to
no,
the
no, I'm
suspect.
not.
What Claire's implying is that she's going to lie to the suspect to make him think we can do that.
All right. Roll me some intimidation as you want to rattle your chains at him. Urgh. Actually, can't your chains like do a fear effect?
Yeah, well, not yet, but they will. But basically, basically what Safi, I'm being the tough lady talking to the nice cat, saying we should get our approval, to interrogate
Oh,
the
wait.
suspect for information.
And I can play the good cop
You don't have to
because
play
I have
the
a really
good
good
cop
bluff skill.
because the second Torvis basically goes whoosh, like Johnny Test. Hey.
And it's ruined.
I like she holds up that like little penny. You know what I did? You know how I got this? What from the last suspect?
Ugh, you and
Okay,
your
so what
garroting.
happened?
Mr. Ebor Thorne throws up his hands, so to speak, but in a frightful fashion manner. My brain is cooking.
Mashin.
Brashin. Since you've decided to suppress him and press him into a corner you squeeze him like a patat, getting out the potato juice. He would like to point out, in a frenzied panic, that Harker has been cooking the books for quite some time. Ebor throughout this confession continuously reinforces that he had nothing to do with them, but Harker has stashed away a huge amount of money that he's been skimming off the top of sales and business from the sawmill. Now, as he told you, the Scarnettis family is the kind of family that would totally make sure that he would end up getting sawed in half if they found out that he was skimming off the top.
Well, thank you for that information, little boy.
No. Back. For telling
I
us that,
see
I'll make sure
backs
that
up.
he doesn't get in there.
Good, yeah, good cop, good cop.
Yeah, he basically
Later.
points out that Harker was in all respects a top man if it were to come to things to matters of lust and greed.
Okay, so he was a lush.
I know this is a long shot, but
So as a result, he's kind of happy that Harker died because now he doesn't have to worry about getting killed by proxy.
this is a long shot. But do you
So if
happen-
anything, this murder has reduced his odds of dying by murder.
Okay. What are you trying to say, Notorious?
do you happen to know where he was keeping his stash of skimmed money?
They probably took it.
He actually doesn't know.
That would be evidence.
Yes,
But I'd halfway wager
that's
it's.
why I cared about it. Evidence.
I mean, yeah. Why else would he care about it? Talon says.
He
completely,
really can't help you with that.
innocently. Talon, innocent. Why else would he care about money?
Aw, that's adorable.
Pets the cat and gets up.
Use this calm animal on cat.
I think that would be racist.
It
No.
would be.
Wouldn't it be if it worked?
It'd still be racist. That's not how racism works.
Well, he's told you all that he knows. At least that's what he insists. Although he does let slip that the Scarnettis family is responsible for the burning of several competing mills in the area.
So it looks like we have a family on the list of suspects. So our current list of suspects is Satan,
I ain't Satan.
Ezra,
You're in the other cell. Ezra is on the list.
yeah, she got on the list earlier. The Rock and I agreed on it. And the Scarnettis family.
And
They're
Craig.
currently number one. Oh, no, not Craig. I trust him.
I didn't do anything to get him.
The
Yeah,
only thing is, I mean,
I believe him. That wolf. Maybe the wolf.
Wolf does have claws.
the only thing
Not-
is, does
not
it really bode well for the Scarnettis family to, violently butcher a bunch of people in their own mill?
If they have enough influence, they might be able to pay people off. I've seen that a few times.
Hey, wouldn't it be
Wait.
nice if you got paid off? Ooh.
But remember that there was also possibly, most likely, a ghoul involved.
Or some kind of monstrosity undead. I don't know undead that well. What's
Coincidental.
cool? He says, looking at you. I actually don't know what that is.
An undead creature that likes to attack the living.
That narrows it down. Sure, I'll go with that. Talon completely honestly says that.
If only you had some training in religion, you might just know what ghouls are all about, and if they're notorious for murders.
Could always
Oh,
go ask.
well.
We're all just sort of shrugging. I mean, you'd think
Okay,
me
so-
being a monster slayer, I would know things about that.
So what were all of our leads discounting now the Scarnettis family?
You've taken care of 3 of them. There's still the other 3 murders. There's the Rune, and then there's the bodyguard, who was in Habe's sanatorium.
You know, if he saw it, he's probably on the list. Not the suspect list, the killy list.
Well then, let's go talk to the bodyguard.
If you want to go to Habe's, that's like on the big map. After the thing is done reticulating splines, I can show you where Habe's sanatorium is.
Where were the other burgers at?
Like, you'd have to travel a while to get there.
Uh,
It's like an hour from here.
Oh, that's it. Let's just go there. Then it's not that bad.
You decide not to investigate the route.
We
Well,
can
I
come
mean-
back.
I think we should investigate the barn first, right?
It doesn't actually mention specifically where the barn is located, but it's an hour and some from here. Let's keep it simple.
So, when we're on the way.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. I was gonna ask because Nettlewood's the other direction. I was gonna ask if it's still on fire.
No, it's burnt out by these weeks.
It's just weeks later. It's just still blazing.
All right, you make your way down. So, fun fact about this location is that it used to be a lot smaller in the original version. I don't know why they made this location bigger and different. They didn't adjust the description because it's still called a stout stone building. Well, nowadays it's more of a wooden building. It's kind of weird that they went with that. Welcome to Habe's Sanatorium.
Banana.
Is it possible we could take a break because I got to use the washroom?
I kind of gotta
Okay.
go to the bathroom myself, so sure.
All right,
Okay.
back in a few.
Kiki. Who doesn't love a kitty kitty?
I love kitties.
You are kidding.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real lickety lickety split. What's that? What's that? It's Vidila sweet onions from Bland Farms. What?
Bland Farms. Why?
Take a
Why
flavor
would
trip
you
to
use that
Bikini
name?
Bottom.
Take a flavor trip to a place with no flavor. I just don't get using that name.
Well, maybe it's a guy, a place run by like Harold Bland.
In fact,
Oh.
I'm gonna go look to see what the guy, because that is the only explanation I could think of. So I want to go see who made it. It is in Georgia, so it's definitely a bigger farm. They had a lawsuit apparently,
Like,
due to wrongful overtime exemption.
wow.
About us, yeah. The family is Meet the Blands. That is the most sad family name ever. Yeah,
I-
apparently they're having an tie-in with the SpongeBob movie
And what
until
name would you
August.
prefer, Bland or Hooker?
Look, at least Hooker sounds like you have fun.
Yeah.
Delbert Bland. That's just the most boring name. Also, yes, Bella, when you're trying to get information from a guy, it's probably not good to start out by saying, a lot of people think you killed your daughter.
Yeah.
I mean,
why would
have you
they?
played L.A. Noire?
Yeah. Why would they think that he killed his daughter?
Well, I mean, we obviously didn't. I met this
Personally?
guy. I saw him get ready to give me a right hook
No. What I'm saying is, why would they think?
because he's
He-
known to have a temper.
Yeah, but like, again, that's not just the justification. Like,
It
it's
was
not
all
like,
the justification we were given.
yeah. And I want to know, why would someone suspect him of killing his daughter?
I'm back, baby.
Welcome back.
Snodo back.
Nope.
What a sad
Oh my God.
world we live in.
I'm gonna grab a drink really quick.
Oh, just gonna go grab a drink, huh, baby Claire?
It is
Yeah,
hot. I'm
People always
thirsty.
go one after the other.
It's hot.
Yeah, like I think it's reasonable to ask why someone would suspect someone of doing a crime.
But you see, you end with that. Because when you ask people about that, they get defensive.
Well, I
You
got
don't want
10
them
wis.
defensive.
I got 10 wisdom. I don't.
Yeah, and that's why Talon said no.
Well, you got like 10 intelligence, or like I
Yeah,
don't know.
but that's average. That's the thing a normal person would think of. Talon
I
has
mean,
13 wisdom.
huh?
Talon has 13 wisdom. He's slightly above average on that.
I Ezra just wanted to know why.
Yeah, and Talon was like, "This is why I don't want you to talk."
And then Ezra got a fist in the face,
I imagine it was more like a slap.
There's a person called Turgleson on this,
which
which reminds me of
probably
that
made us
thing called Who Turgled.
Turgle.
look very incompetent in front of him.
Who Turgled?
Also, yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is still responding to Rowling in a very negative way.
Good.
I'm back. I got
Well,
my doink.
I'm on the side of who gives a fuck what celebrities say, but that's just me.
I'm just glad that Harry Potter, the actor, is now the one saying stuff against her. It's the great turnaround.
I mean, it is, yeah.
See, I just say that this is kind of her comeuppance for like
Not
she
shutting up.
well that too, but she also dove into this side like feet first on the.
Yeah, like she said something stupid and then she kept diving into it.
Well, no, she was fully on the bandwagon up until it came to be about trans issues.
Yeah, that's why I meant she said one stupid thing and then she kept going.
Yeah,
Instead of learning, hey, how about I just shut up?
it seems like as soon as she's no longer in the spotlight,
Has to
she's like,
make one.
I want attention.
So, we're all
Yeah.
ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you ready to go, Baby Claire?
Yes.
All right. Let me read to you Habe's Sanatorium. This wooden building strikes you as a slapdash mansion, sat in the middle of a, well, dry and dirty patch of land that probably can't be used for any sort of farming, judging by how the grass barely grows. The small windows are too small to crawl in or out of, and the whole place has a solemn feel standing on its own. The paint on the exterior wall slightly chips, and the veranda greets you. There's only one door going in and out, seemingly. Oh, there's one over here, actually. But the main door over here has a little bell next to it, like a little bell with a rope attached.
So, if any of you guys ever been to one of these, I don't even know what they do here.
I mean, I'm normally out in the forest doing foresty things.
So that's a no. Ezra, you ever been to one of these things?
I've never been, but I know like basically kind of like a place to help heal people.
That's adorable. Heal.
Hey,
Sanatoriums are torture.
well, yeah, but during this time we believe that they're helping.
Yeah, but they also think that leeches are helping.
Yeah, and we
Hey,
don't.
there are very specific things where they are.
Corvus kind of looks the place over. Is this like a prison or something?
Okay, so we're all kind of new to this. Okay, let's go see what's up. Ding. There's a bell. I'm dinging it.
Wait, is
Ding.
that?
Yeah, Safi described a bell.
I did not hear the bell part. I'm sorry. That's amazing.
Ding.
The door opens up, and a man peeks outside. Who's
Talon
that?
was about to
What do
ding
you want?
it again. Oh, sorry. We wanted to come talk to a guy that is here.
Well, look at this
recently.
guy's art. Look at that fine hat.
That
I
oh my
recently
god,
learned.
he has
It's-
Voldemort on the back of his head.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say it's
no.
Quirrell.
Apparently, this particular styling is just an inverted cloak. Isn't that exciting?
Huh.
It's a hood, a cloak pulled inside out. Ain't that just
Narrator, tell
styling?
me looks like a dirt.
You're a dirk. I mean a dork.
I don't know,
Also,
it's a
yeah,
dirt.
this is what he looks like.
That's a turban.
He has Voldemort on the back of his head. I'm calling it.
Point is, he would like to know why you're here. Do you have any patients with you?
We were here to see a patient. Talon's not quite sure what that actually means, but
Are you
sure,
relatives?
We're actually here to see one. We are deputies.
I have no incentive to believe that.
Did he give us a badge?
No.
Fuck.
See, he
Can
operated
I-
on the presumption that
let's
most guards in town would know about this.
You see, we're actually a group of travelers who are good at our jobs, and so the
I would
guards
request that you
hired-
leave. This is no place for traveling. This is a place
Well, I
for
mean-
recovery and respite.
But one of your people, whatever they're doing in here, might be able to help us save lives.
It's quite a delusion you're living under.
Talon stares blankly.
And this guy.
So is this the patient? He asks as he points at the kitty cat through the door.
Yes.
I can see the beginnings of senility.
Oh yeah, he's been going through a lot lately. Very hectic, manic.
These words mean, Talon says in confusion.
Yeah,
Wow.
see, I mean, like we told him, what's been going on, and he keeps forgetting.
So,
and
mind if I ask why exactly you're letting a dangerous individual as them carry all this equipment? They could hurt themselves.
well, we tried to take it from him, but let's just say he wasn't
Real
having it.
pointy.
Yeah, I mean, like he's fine now. Just don't try to take his stuff. That we have to let him in and then like slowly relieve him of his equipment.
We can take
Yes.
care of that once he's been put inside of a cell.
Yeah, reasonable.
Talon knows where this is going and somehow still doesn't like it much.
This also seems like an incredibly bad idea.
Yes.
This looks
Don't
like
worry.
Yes, it is.
Don't worry, I got this. I actually got this.
Oh, you got this all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You think that a mentally infirm person inside of a mental institution has any right and authority to perform an investigation?
The others can handle that.
The
Well,
others who are not allowed inside, as they will take you in only you.
Or I get inside, use this whole set of masterwork thieves tools I'm carrying around with me, get out, and then do the investigation.
I just feel like this ends with like us like meeting you up like 2 weeks later in a wheelchair after you've been lobotomized.
Look, we're too early for that.
Now, to be 100% fair, this does look like that kind of person.
I'm not even. Talon's not
Aaron
even
does
acting
have the
like-
fingers of a surgeon. Refined, delicate, precise as a clock.
Also, what was the name of the guy we were here to come and see?
Graced something?
Yeah, just say we're just here to look for
Can I
Grace.
just? Yeah, I just was gonna be like, hey, I also wanted to just come see my cousin one time. His name is Grace.
Your
I'm gonna-
cousin.
This. Yeah, cousin, distant, third removed.
What region are you from?
Marriage.
What region are you from? What region is Mr. Graced from?
Man, this guy's good.
Oh wait, no, I got this. Well, actually, you see, It's not a direct family line. Like I said, it's removed. Actually, we have his aunt married my cousin, so he's actually like my second or third cousin. But we actually knew each other for a while.
I'm beginning to
And when I
suspect
heard
that
things
this
happen,
particular individual's dementia is far more progressed than I thought at first.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
I think that we should perform a procedure immediately.
Like, yeah, you know. So
This
all
kind of
right, you
delusion
got
is a sign of blood clots in the brain.
You might want to rethink this one.
Hey, run away really fast, and I'll like just say we're here to eat Grace, so you don't get lobotomized.
what does all this mean?
It's really bad. Run.
The means of removing a blood clot involves cutting open the head.
There.
And
That's.
all of a sudden, Talon narrows his eyes. Now, you see, now that you explain it in words that aren't not common.
I assure you that I speak nothing but common. And he
That's what
looks
that
at the
was.
rest of you and he makes that little spinny gesture next to his head with his finger.
Oh. Okay. Can I just like pipe in that look, we don't want to bug you. We're just here to see Grace and power or whatever.
I have no reason to show you my patients. They are here for rest and recovery.
Well, you could help us help recover and rest a lot of people.
Oh, now you're not going to intimidate somebody.
Well, there's okay. The thing is, if I intimidate this guy, he'll just shut the door. I mean, he's not
We
an
could
idiot.
possibly get through a door.
Okay, we're not gonna. This place isn't the. We're gonna burn the building down place. This is literally. You want to go to toe to toe with doctors and
Fine.
crazy people?
So is the cat coming in for the procedure or are you just here to waste my time?
I'm gonna wander off.
The cat.
There's another door down there.
Right.
Go handle your little dement family member, whatever. And he closes the door.
Keep him busy. Talon mentions on his way over.
The door's already closed.
You know what? She looks at what the cat was doing. What was the cat doing? Grabs like the little bell thing, starts ringing it. Bling.
I use disguise self to look like Talon. Just start banging
He
the
doesn't
door.
want to open the door for you anymore. Like you see him look through the window and he's like shakes his head and just goes away.
I start looking
I
the
wait.
window.
I wait for him.
I'm
I
picking
said-
the lock.
In the
Oh,
meantime, a certain kitty cat's trying to tackle some locks around here. All right,
I have a masterwork thieves tool set from a long time
roll
ago.
me some disabled device.
Just
Yeah.
made like a writ. She's just yelling.
Not very great.
Nope. This lock is beyond you. This guy bought some really good locks. What's your modifier in total? Oh, you can't possibly pick this lock,
Oh,
even
too
if you
good.
rolled a 20.
So like this is just so man. Okay, it's a good thing you didn't get locked in this place, Sal.
What about the front door? Maybe the front door has a pickable
And all
lock.
those alchemist tools I'm carrying. Does anyone else have a disabled device?
No.
I have a.
Unfortunately, your party organization is fight things, fight things, fight things, maybe do some magic?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I
kind
have
of
a-
pointed that out to Claire at one point that she decided we need another fight things.
I like how that's on me. Okay.
Yes, because
The problem is not so much that you're all fighting things, but that you're handling this in a very not oriented towards your strengths fashion.
Well, I was trying to, but apparently they wanted to sell me off.
I didn't want to say.
Hell yeah.
You proposed the idea.
Yeah, I didn't know what these words meant, and you knew that.
You were
Somewhere.
like the little kid wandering into the white van that says free candy. I was trying to keep you out of that van. Like exactly, you didn't know what the words meant. The guy was probably like leads you into a fun little room and like put you under a yellow towel and tell the family it's okay. Mr. Mittens went peacefully.
I mean, what is stopping us from just breaking open this door and going and talking to
This
guy?
is not a bad guy building. This is a sanitarium.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna hurt him. You think he's gonna fight us?
This is a
Okay.
terrible idea.
Now, okay, not gonna lie, Craig does bring up a good point, but at the same time, our investigatory procedure is not gonna look good with the sheriff when we say, So we went to the sanitarium, the place of respite and healing, apparently, and then like busted the door down and started strong arming the local doctor.
And he
The local
asks,
doctor, whose first thing to do is jump to
and he
look.
just goes, "I could have given you a warrant."
Yeah, that was my next thought. Was how
Yeah.
about we just send someone back to town?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can get a writ. You know, you guys keep Talon from wandering into the white van. I'm out.
What is a van?
I don't say van character. I say like don't let him don't let him.
So it will take about 2 hours for Torvis to do this.
Okay,
Well,
so
how-
how about the rest of us go to the barn?
This is the best idea ever. I love it. You have no
I
idea
just-
how good this is.
Oh
You
my
decide to go to
God,
the
I'm gonna get-
farmlands. Buy your threesome.
By the way, I think Talon would actually inform me that we're going here.
Also, for 40 minutes, Ezra looks exactly like Talon.
Talon walks up, looks you in the eye, leans in, narrows his eyes. You know, we should make out.
No! That's
Oh, I
illegal.
thought you were about to say, "Das racist."
It's not, the weird-
Talon knows where this is at.
not the weirdest thing I've done while disguised self.
Uh,
Yeah, but you know
I
what he would
actually
be?
know
The
exactly why
hottest.
Sappy's laughing too. And
Wait.
I feel stupid.
He gasped a little bit and walks behind the fake Talon, looks at the butt, nods.
So we're going to a barn.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting
The
a
gang
warrant.
goes to a barn. Alright then, gang. Welcome to a barn.
This is a
This is not a barn, this is a farmland. It's a big farmland. It's like hundreds of feet. Look at that.
wow,
Well-
that's thousands of feet.
You had your way over to yonder barn. Yonder.
Indeed, that's a direction.
You know, this chapter with the guys called The Thing in the Attic. This one is called Walking Scarecrows. I like these names. Alright, kids, you're moving in through the farmlands. On your horses. Kind of clap, kind of clap, kind of clap. Can somebody roll me a perception check as they move on through? To admire this beautiful form of maze.
I have perception.
Field of
I got
maze.
7. Yes, you do.
It's probably nothing. Thought you saw
I mean-
one of the scarecrows twitch a bit, but it's nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at the scarecrow and investigate it.
As you all pass through this crossing, you watch as your friend is like stops and just squints at the scarecrow for no reason.
I'm gonna poke with my spear.
What happened?
This thing was moving, I think.
It doesn't just move. The minute you poke it, it lets out an unearthly screech.
Meow! Look at that scary thing.
Shut up. That is not how I sound at all. Yeah.
This thing, draped in the rags of a scarecrow, jumps off.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
Its unearthly scream causes other nearby scarecrows to awaken as well.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I was right.
Let's see, there's these guys.
Okay, thank you for stabbing it.
Then the wrong layer because I'm stupid.
Man, it sure would be nice if we had a fighter. Like, someone specialized in mauling with us right now.
Sure,
Do
be
you guys
nice if
know
you had a
anyone like
cleric.
Yeah,
I think Meow would be considered a fighter.
You bunch
Just
of
You know, I
faggots.
just- I just knew that as soon as I said I'm gonna get a warrant, that was it.
And yet, you went.
I went after. I thought of it afterward. Oh my god, that's a lot.
That is
I'm
a
just
lot.
zooming out.
Now, the fun part is that when they all screech, it's like, sort of like signal fires. It's like the closest one awakens, and then the closest one awakens, and the closest, and it just spreads around like wildfire. And then they run into the farm fields.
Like they run away.
They run away, hiding in the farms, in the fields, as a nice hunter-gatherer group, waiting for the perfect time.
Perhaps we don't poke the scarecrow next time.
Hey, I would rather have poked the scarecrow and fucking known that there was shit on the scarecrow sticks. That
Now,
I think I made the right choice.
now I don't want to be that guy, but there's this cool spell called Fireball that would have been real nice.
I got Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. But lucky for you, the ghouls are gone. They seem to have fled. There's a lot less scarecrows out here now, but whatever. Who cares?
They were hiding
I am going
scarecrows.
to. I'm going to get. I am mounting up onto my awesome wolf, and we are going to follow the scent of where those things went.
Why?
Because I would rather set this fucking field on fire where they are, than have them launch out at me when I'm got my
Okay.
back turned.
This is a terrible plan.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
a bad feeling
and
about it.
getting yourself lobotomized was a great idea.
I don't know what that means still.
The doctor explained it. He
How do
cut
you
your
know what
brain
that
open.
means?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
But how about instead we finish our investigation and then maybe not go and try to get ourselves eaten this time? Because I just want to get home today. This has been a day.
So, do you
All right,
pursue?
I guess not. If I'm going to be the
I'm
only.
not. I don't know where they
You
are. I
decide to
don't need
ignore
money.
the sporadic screeching coming from the farm fields.
Like, how far away is it?
The way they do it
'Cause I
is they're
don't know.
kind of spread out, and they keep making noises at different distances, probably to throw you off and unnerve you. It's
Okay.
impossible to tell where they exactly are.
You see,
We are going to
you
the.
ever,
Huh?
you ever know those little bugs that they come out all the time and they make this little like brrr, brrr noise, and you can never tell where they are?
Yeah,
It's like that. No, I'm talking in character. He doesn't know the name.
Okay.
I hate those things. That's what these are. We wait for them to come to us and then we stab them.
All right.
Way
Well,
easier.
so you go investigate. Me and the wolf are going to
So,
stand guard.
Ezra's the only one who's like not busy arguing and realizes, wait, isn't there like Torvis coming back on their own? And don't pack animals usually like hunting singletons?
Yeah,
She's
it's-
got it.
Wait, Torvis is coming here. I thought Torvis was going to the.
Where is
Talon,
Torvis gonna go?
Talon told Torvis that we were going to the barn.
Yeah, but I figured we'd be done before she got back.
All
I
right,
mean, 2 hours
This is
over and then 2 hours back. Yeah.
I didn't Saffer said it was an hour away from Sandpoint,
yeah, it's an
So we'd
hour
have to
to and
take
an
it.
hour back.
so we'd have to take 2 hours to get to the barn. So
Now, this farm field is an unspecified amount of time away, so. Point is, kids, you're still standing here on this crossroad surrounded by overgrowing crops.
No, we were talking while moving to the barn.
Nice. You arrive
We
then
can
at
walk
yonder
and
barn.
talk.
Yonder! Well, number one is the barn. Number two is a farmhouse. It's an L-shaped barn. It also has a large stone head. It's the building is built like in the L-shaped crook is a 12-foot stone head. It is, however, an inspiring statue of a
Who
helmed
builds
warrior
these
with a
things?
stern face of determination. It's mossy though.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, it's still here. When silent, wasn't sure. So, I'm going in the barn
Sexy.
I mean that's where we were told.
right away.
Well, I'm going to stand guard watching for ghouls.
Wait, where are the bodies? Because it doesn't mention the bodies. God damn it.
Mm.
Why you like this game? Oh, here it is. There we go. Delicious. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Let me just. Whatever. Alright, you make your way into the barn. The first thing you find upon entering is the
We lost
three.
back. That's right.
What?
You dropped out, came back in. So first thing we noticed, what?
The first thing you notice is that it's unusually quiet. You're quite certain that no mention was made that this was an empty barn or anything, that there wouldn't be anyone here. And you are in like a field that seems to have been kept up until recently. So
Okay,
this whole
slow
ghoul
down.
thing must have happened in like the last few days.
Well, with that many ghouls, something's not right. Because those ghouls weren't waiting for us. I mean, why would they be? I wouldn't be. So I'm gonna get my sword out.
Maybe they eat wheat.
You know, that's a good idea.
Delicious. Anyway, as you make your way into the barn, you find the three bodies of the three crooks.
Okay, I take offense to that.
Swoosh. The bodies are pinned down. All of them have the rune carved into their chest. They are cut to pieces. While
If
they were
they're
too
pinned
disfigured to
down.
identify, there is a note on their body, which seems to have been left. Judging by the fact the note has a little hole in it, it probably was pinned to something and someone took the pin out and then plopped it on the body. The note, I'll show you, so you can read it.
Ooh, this has an actual handout.
Yeah, there are handouts for the other things, but they're like the way the section works is there are three ways the lordship can talk to you, and the handouts I think are all of them at once. And that's kind of silly to show you three handouts for one thing.
Uh,
So I'm making a compromise here. Here we go. An offer of great gold and coin was made to a con man. How could they resist?
Huh.
Okay, well, this is obviously some.
That's a setup.
Hey, your wolf is acting up a bit. He's like constantly
What is-
sniffing at the air, like.
What?
Wait, Hask, wasn't that the dead guy back in town?
well, yeah. I think this was addressed to the three dead people.
I put my hand on the back of the wolf's head. What is it, boy? What's he doing?
The dead guy in town is called Harker, not Hask.
Okay.
Similar names, I know. Damn, I sure love being alive. It is great to be alive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it sure is. Hell, she's whistling away. Probably wants to travel.
Is there a ladder on the side or inside of this barn? That I
There
can
is a
get up
second section where they're keeping some extra hay. The animals seem to have left if there were any here. The smell, your dog is like your dog does get on the staircase, like sniffs at what's up there.
to? Okay, well, I am going to notify the others as to the dog's behavior and make my way up there.
All right. Well, I'm
Cool.
I'm
gonna
gonna
join-
stash the note and follow them.
You know
Yeah,
what you can
same.
roll me, my good sir? A reflex check.
Ooh,
As you climb your way up to the top and look at this pile of hay, you see 6 blue boys, and one of them lunges at you with great and reckless abandon. You are knocked off this stair and tumble your way down as a result. We enter the random battle map, for we are fighting the bad boys.
Baby bait.
What? Shark bait?
She's back.
Oh no, she's back. It's like she's back. Oh no, she's back. Shark bait lunges at Craig.
What a burp. What a burp.
Ends up, all the blue boys were actually just manifestations of baby bait
They were all just shark bait all along.
at once.
I mean, that note was signed your lordship, so hey.
Both notes were.
Ultimately, there are a total of 6 blue boys on the top floor section.
6 blue boys. 6 blue boys.
Hell yeah, who doesn't love 6 blue
And
boys?
yes, we need it.
And there's a staircase like over here-ish that goes up.
Alright, so
And that's where our good boy tumbles to the ground and takes 1d6 falling damage.
I
Oh,
take
gee.
behind.
However, so does the ghoul, since it's charging out.
We were a bit of a distance away though.
I take full damage.
God,
Well, then
that's
so does the ghoul.
Well, that is acceptable then.
Okay, Bagul.
Bagul's realm.
You suddenly hear a louder screech from above. The ghouls are aware.
Time for killing. Awesome.
Oh
I've been
no,
waiting
they're
for this.
Tumblrites.
Oh no,
They read at us.
I can't believe we're being tumblered.
I know these days.
Who
Imagine,
even
like,
goes out there?
This
No,
screaming and
initiative
lunging of ghouls.
rolls.
Initiative
Just-
rolls,
just
please.
I already did mine.
I got Swashbuckler's initiative because I took my sword out.
Torvus was invited
da-
by, to dinner by the sheriff. It's like-
One of the ghouls upstairs will take his first action to run over to the ledge. Then he dives off onto the first person he sees, which is Ezra.
Hey.
Hits the ground, splats, dies.
He takes 1 damage from the impact itself. Let me just discount that and actually put him a little bit above here. But he also dives in with his 2 claws. Well, actually, first is just going to deliver a bite. Excuse me, these guys are still set to the secret mode. Let me just turn that off. So that we all know that you're dying on your own accord. There you go. Little nibble. -5. Another nibble. Wow, good job, ghoul. You rolled a 21 on the secret, though. Too bad, so sad. Ezra, something goes on top of you and it's trying to hop, hop, hop at your face. What do you do about that?
I'm
Right here?
Yes.
Here.
I'm just, not actually grab him, but I'm gonna hold on to him. And I'm just gonna. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Why are people so adamantly convinced that the second it's quiet for 5 seconds, everyone is dead?
I don't know, but
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's like-
trying to see if
Discord's weird like that sometimes.
I'm just gonna give him a little bat.
A ghoul's armor class is 14. Ow!
Then I'm gonna give him another bat.
There we go.
There you go, Zal.
You give him a whack, and with another 15, bam! He rolls off of you.
He did. Yep.
He dead. Pew.
At least they don't seem that tough.
Then I'll just take a 5 step over here to get close to this guy. But that's about all I can do.
Hey, Torvis, you can roll me some initiative too. You want to know why? As you arrive in the farmlands in the distance, you see like a whole mass of blue climbing over the barn.
Oh, we're in World War Z.
You'll be there next turn with your horse as you decide to go full gallop. As you hear probably Talon shout something. I imagine Talon's the kind of person to go, "Oh heck, my wee wee."
Oh, hecky! This is gonna be awesome.
the Will Smith of our group. Oh, hecky.
No,
Craig.
I was like,
Oh, hell yeah!
Craig, it's a
I'm
ghoul.
excited about this.
Craig, it's a ghoul.
I assume that as I fell off the ladder, I prone.
Yep, both of you are prone.
Okay, well, I will spend a move action to stand, and then I will have my doggo launch itself at the
No.
and hold it down if he can.
Up.
Hold it prone. If
Yeah,
he
yes,
can.
yes.
Bite.
All right, that does the job for now.
Yeah. And that is my turn.
Marvelous. This ghoul goes for a slightly calmer approach. As he scuttles over, examines the situation, and then drops himself right on top of Kitty Cat, holding out its 2 claws in a dropping attack.
Nope.
His
All I'm
friend,
picturing is the ball pit.
also a ghoul, follows suit. He will take the falling damage and fall down. Eh! My butt. Then he raises himself up and takes advantage of that flanking. With just a little nibble. Gosh. I guess I didn't roll out all my ones then today, did I? Those 4 ones were just a sign of things to 1. Kitty
Look,
cat.
we caught the ghouls in a moment. They're a little shaky.
Promise stab.
Oh.
Damn.
But whoever you want to die, you can.
Yeah. You mean obliterate, right, Zal? Not stab.
So how many ghouls were in the farmlands again?
1, 2, 3,
7
4,
5.
5.
1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3. So 13. And there's a ghast somewhere.
And I'm gonna try to kill the other one.
Let me just put these all on the GM layer so I know what reinforcements can come in over time. You also fuck up the other guy. Right down to 0. And undeads don't live at 0, unlike you.
And I'm going to. I'm assuming he doesn't take an action to sort of shove the body aside so I can step back and look up at them. And I'm just gonna be ready. So yeah, you guys just saw Talon avoid getting clawed and then just annihilate those things.
Talent, you don't have to go so hard. They're easily killed.
I noticed. Bring it.
Alright then, kids and cadets. I have to roll some initiative for this guy. Because he hears the noise from a... Ooh. Suddenly, a thick and potent smell begins to waft into the place. Allow me to use this stinky green color for a stinky green aura.
Where it at?
You're in it. Suddenly, a
I don't see-
horrible smell hits your nose. There's a dude over here. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a stinky green
wait.
aura. I guess it doesn't show. Oh, yeah,
I
because
do
aura
not see
2
it.
that I used. Whoops.
Okay,
Ooh.
there we go.
Now you can see the fart gas.
Wow.
That's a
This is
stinky guy.
He is a stinky boy.
Anyone who's within this stink field must roll me a DC 15 save or become sickened. Sickened by it.
Fort save.
Fort
I'm
save,
assuming.
yes. Oh, actually, it's DC 13. Excuse me, I'm dumb. Craig,
Wow. I fucking suck.
that's big stinky. No, wait,
And
wait,
I-
that's a... God damn it. Where's... Here, Ghast. Ghast. Here's Ghast.
I'm gonna use one of my charmed lives on this,
Yes.
so that's +5 to my roll. Fort save.
You make it. Alright, Craig, you're sickened for a while. Meaning you have a -2 to just about everything. Oh, wait. You're sickened for 8 minutes. You can spend an action on your turn to make a flat DC 15 save to get rid of sickened earlier. As you retch it out. Otherwise, -2 to everything. Which might not affect you because you have spells and stuff that aren't affected by being sick. Alright, Mr. Ghast has done his little stinky move. And now it's time for Death from Above by Kitty Cat. By Ghoul.
Oh, they're still coming at me.
The
Awesome.
ghouls
This is
recklessly
insane.
throw themselves over the ledge.
I just want one of them to die from diving at me. Just
Torvis, I told you to roll initiative, did you?
yeah, I just didn't
I
save.
did. It didn't say.
Just put your listen. You do this magic trick called putting yourself somewhere on the map. Bam.
Oh.
And then you okay. I'll take care of this for you. Initiative is 8. Boop. Why show up at the end of the next turn? These ghouls surround you, Kitty Cat. But maybe this time they'll get lucky as they throw their claws at you.
No, they don't.
You have a -2. You are flat. No. Yeah, you're flanked, so they have a +2 to this. So
But doesn't the second attack get a -5?
no, these are natural attacks. They are easily followed one after another. So I think one of those actually hits.
You said they get +2.
Yes. Additionally, shouldn't you technically be flat-footed since you didn't know they were there earlier? No, they were. No, you were looking up. You specified that, so yes, you would know.
Yeah, I said I looked. I actually
All
took
right.
time to do.
All right. So they have a +2,
Plus
so
the
that's a
stat
23 on
load.
the second attack.
So the second attack is the only one that can hit.
Yes.
I could go for parry.
Might be good, or you get paralysis.
Let's see how this goes. Bada boom. Nope, they actually
Can
hit.
you roll me a DC 15 fort save or be paralyzed for 1d4 +1 rounds?
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my other.
If only
charm
you were an
blocks to
elf. Oh no,
confirm.
wait. Unlike ghouls, gas paralysis does affect elves.
I didn't need to use it. Dang it! Both times I've used it, I've wasted it.
Paralysis.
Does not hit me because I passed the fuck out of it.
Torvus slowly appears on the scene. Ghoul.
The heck is happening?
We're having
Oh,
an
wait,
awesome
ghoul.
fight.
This ghoul is angry at you, Craig. He tries to take a bite, and then he flurries with his claws.
He's prone and pinned down, so
He wiggles aggressively on the ground, Craig. Let the boy wiggle. This guy's dead.
Yeah, tax him.
Ezra. The screeching is getting closer.
I'm gonna take my great sword out now. I'm gonna go for this guy. Bam.
Sure, you hit.
And bam. Savage.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does your
Hmm.
mithril shirt offer a dodge bonus and a deflection bonus?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, because that was for my old one.
Also, I'm pretty sure your force shield. Oh, whatever. I don't know how that one works. As a quick footnote, do set your armor to the appropriate type because it will automatically adjust your run speeds.
Oh, you're right. Mine is a light
Just
armor.
careful with that. And then Greatsword Larry goes for a Greatsword swing.
It was on this guy to help Kitty Cat from being
In that
flanked.
case, he will be destroyed after your 2 swings by -16.
Alright.
Kitty cat. Looks nice and
Okay,
quiet.
so this other guy, this was his mistake.
Sexalicious.
This was his mistake.
It was. It
Oh my
definitely
god, all
was.
those initiatives.
So I'm use the rest of mine to get up on top of this area here.
A certain guest would like to climb upwards. How do I handle that? Ugh. Oh, I can do that too. Okay, nice. Yeah! Indicating heights with your boy Safi Crook.
Mm-hmm.
This guy climbs up on the wall with surprising ease. You hear the clattering of.
Sorry,
It's
did I
not.
look like
You hear clattering of a variety of implements against the walls, like.
I think you skipped Craig.
Yeah.
I skipped Craig. Craig, what do you do?
Well, I am going to step out of the gassy cloud.
Oh yeah, I probably should have done that too. Oh well.
Probably.
Is it a full turn to vomit out the grossness?
Just an action.
Okay, well, I'm going to take an action to vomit out the grossness.
Roll me a flat DC 15 check, 15 and higher, and you remove the sickness.
That was. Sir, what am I supposed to roll?
Just a D20.
Oh, okay.
What's your fortitude save bonus?
There is no fortitude save bonus. I specifically said
No,
a
I'm
flat
asking
check.
to because I was gonna take that out and use that roll.
Well, you can
Because
hover over
technically
it.
he just rolled a 15.
Yeah, then he's
so-
fine. Do note that this does not make you resistant to the smell. Like you didn't make a save against it, so you aren't resistant to it. It can make you sickened again.
My fortitude save bonus is 7.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
so
know.
you rolled a 15.
You made it. You're fine. You have two actions left.
Okay. I am going to take a step back, and the dog is going to bite at the
Poor pro guy.
Yeah, that's
and probably do nothing.
Yep. He has one more attack though if he wants to.
Well, let's try that again.
And a crit.
Sexalicious. He goes
Man,
down.
that's
Even if that
3
wasn't a
crits
crit.
in one fight today.
Even if that crit didn't make. Yep. Yep. I got all the ones and you got all the 20s. You bunch of kids. Hey, sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Skitter,
Sometimes
skitter,
it's
skitter, 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 skitter. You don't see any ghouls, but you hear a ghoul. Torvis, you arrive on scene. You see a man, a bunch of men actually climbing on the building. You
Oh,
get
yeah,
off your
he's in
horse
front
and you're
of you?
presumably slightly confused by what's going on.
Can
Yeah,
you
start-
see the gas cloud?
They're just outside of it. I'm not going to start
thought
them
we
off
should
in the
be aware
gas
of
cloud.
No, I mean, like, is the gas cloud visible, or is it just stinky?
It's just stinky. There's no actual fart gas.
It's a Wario fart.
No.
So I just sort of yelling and cursing about how there's like freaking little blue dudes on the roof. They look like ghouls.
Hey guys, you hear that? Ghouls on the roof.
Can I aim my bolo at one of them?
Yes? Why not?
I don't know. Well, they're on the roof. I don't know. I don't know how high.
They're on the
it goes, really.
walls, specifically.
Oh, they're on the walls. Okay, I'm gonna chuck one of my bolos. I'm gonna at this one.
You teach him a lesson about
Unless I can
climbing
actually-
without a
unless
safety
I can hit
equipment.
this one.
Well, you can do whichever one you
Don't.
like.
I'm gonna go with the stinky boy.
Well, throw it at the stinky boy.
I'm gonna chuck my bolo at the stinky boy.
Okay,
not a
so
very
let's
good
see. You have a -6 up to, so that's another -6. A -12 on the attack roll as a result of how far he is.
Right.
Got to read that range increment there, Claire.
You know, I sure do. I sure do. But you know what? He knows. He knows I'm here now, probably, or not.
I'm gonna say you can withdraw throwing the bolus because you probably know how far you can throw it.
Right. Well, since these guys are on the wall, I'm gonna slip over to this and just like whap him with the freaking chain. Get down from there.
Actually, these guys are kind of far up the wall too, so I'll let you use that bolus throw to make one of them fall down.
Yeah. All right. I'll move over here, I guess.
One of the ghouls suddenly feels his feet get tied up right as he's about to take a step. He takes 6 from the bolas, and then he falls down like 30 so feet and splatters on the ground as a result of the bolas stopping it from climbing.
He just explodes.
Like a goddamn wet tomato. Oh dang!
That's
See, I knew these
gross.
things would be awesome.
What a great way to use them, baby Claire.
Yeah, I knew when I saw these things, like, you know what, these are probably awesome. Okay.
Don't forget, by the way, you have a +1, and that's the only thing that allows you to actually make that attack. There's more tippy tapping. Tippy 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 tap. They're climbing all over the building. They're under the floorboards. Ezra.
I don't see anyone in here.
No.
So,
I want to get out of the gas.
well, I don't see the gas, but yeah, I'm.
Well, no, you're immune to it after you take a smell, and you save.
Well, I'm gonna climb up with the kitty cat. Probably go back here. I'm just gonna pull out my bow and just wait.
Let me look up the universal monster rule for Stinky. For Big Stinky. Big Stinky. Creatures that successfully save against Big Stinky cannot be affected by the same creature's Big Stink for 24 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was figuring you just found a picture of Claire.
Oh, heck, Gloomhaven. Alright then. Alright. Ezra, you take out your bow and you ready yourself up. You get up there?
Yep.
Nice. Kitty cat.
How high up are the rafters?
You can easily reach them with your hands at this point.
Are there any ways to get to the roof?
Not that you can see. You might be able to climb up on the rafters and like slam your way through.
I'm gonna climb up on the rafters and see if I hear anything above me.
Tick, 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 tick. Or specifically, like that.
Like what?
Like a whole. Now let me to tap my nails again. There's a whole army of them up
Okay,
there.
so they're right up there. I'm gonna take my talking free action. Hey, you want me to bring down the roof?
Sure, we're only in the barn.
Yeah, but you see, that's their problem.
That's our problem. Fucking cats.
Okay. So Talon is gonna hop back down, look up above him, nod a little bit. Hey Claire, should I actually burn down the roof? Nah, not gonna make fire our default option.
This
It
reminds me
sounds
that I
like
should go
so
to a
many
certain
risks.
place and write down all these ghouls you're killing as experience points. Let's see, gotta find the rise of the baby Claires. Shit.
Maybe the cat does need to be lobotomized.
Alright, kitty cat, what do you do again?
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna throw a bomb under them. I have those small explosives that have broken wood before. I'm gonna throw one directly under it. They don't cause much fire. I'm gonna try to break it down.
Purvis
Which
watches
bomb
as
is this
the
again?
barn comes down.
I used the fireworks once as mild explosives that could break weak wood.
Good. You throw an explosive at the ceiling.
Yep, they're not very big, so it's not like it's gonna blow up the whole building or something.
You watch as part of the ceiling collapses. You watch as you were suddenly surrounded by a whole bunch of ghouls that fell down with the ceiling.
And this is when we find out that the ceiling was filled with farting cows.
Farting cows? No, no.
The
A couple of
the
ghouls
farmer
have to
felt like
roll some cool fall damage checks, but
I would love it.
Tyr
They
is
all died.
Tyr is hit by a ghoul on the way down, but they're all dead. Like they die on impact.
Okay, you know the clonk sound effect Safi keeps posting. We need like a splut.
Splurt.
Splut is what they call Claire.
How much damage does Tyr take?
I don't know how much damage Tyr takes. Sure, we'll roll some individual damage for Tyr. Tyr takes only 11 from getting bonked on the head by a then dead body.
Also, here's what happens. Except they don't get back up.
You just.
Oh.
Uh,
You were also knocked prone
And-
by the fact that a whole bunch of ghouls land on top of you.
On me?
Yes.
Wow, because I didn't think I was throwing it directly above me, but okay. That's
Well,
fun.
A whole bunch of stuff falls down on top of you, and then a ghoul appears around you. It's kind of a mess. Craig, you watch as one of them falls on your dog.
Well, I am going to run up the ladder.
Also, I was gonna say, I can for free use a panache point and get back on my feet instantly.
Nice.
So I'm on my feet at the end anyway.
I run
Nice.
up the ladder, and as soon as I hit the top, I become a ferocious, medium-sized bear,
Roar.
and I do my 2-claw bite attack at the nearest.
Before you do that, do not forget to turn on your wild shape, which I just did for you. Your buff.
How do you do that?
There's a section at the top which is called conditions and buffs under the big logo. You can click that, and then you can click the checkbox next to wild shape medium. I already did it for you, so it shows it, but
Cool.
for
thank
future
you.
reference. Then
Claw,
bear claws.
bite.
Actually, if you make your 2 bear claws are without the penalty because they're part of a natural attack flurry. So you leave them at 1, and then thanks to the escalation die and everything else, you manage to land a sexy bite that finishes him off. You probably bite his head off or something.
Sweet.
The ghast over here notices that Torvis has appeared, which was not part of the calculations it was making in its ghast brain. Ghasts, after all, are actually remarkably intelligent. They're smart enough to be wizards. They have like +3. Hell, they have 4 in charisma and wisdom. They're big brain boys.
They're smarter than me.
Seeing that his plan is overcome, they decide that he orders the two that are still climbing their way up to get that boy as he slides down with rapid speed.
Who's the boy?
You.
They all think you're a boy.
Man.
Can you make me a fort save as you're in the stink gas?
Oh no, the stink travels with him.
Yeah, it's a stink car. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna get effed on this, I'm sure. But let's see. Yeah, I got a 6. Hey, all right.
You make it. You're immune to the stink. This little ghoul. Oh, this one died because Craig bit it to pieces. This little ghoul went to the market. As it currently stands, you're kind of getting ganged up on. Luckily, you have panache.
I do.
As you are swished at from all sides. That is a hit on the first one, I think.
It is. So, you know.
Riposte.
Plus time.
Clank clunk.
Bada-boom. Nope. Wow, I am screwing
Can
those
you roll
up
me a
today.
fort save on paralysis, please, as you take 4 slashing damage. The fort save is 13. Don't worry. You're fine. For now. Oh. Oh, it's only the bite that does the disease. Okay. That explains a lot. He will try to make a little, just take a little nibble out of you.
Wait.
Oh wait, no, that's
I
the
thought
gas.
it was-
Excuse me. Excuse me. Here's a little nibble. Wow.
I was sure. Oh yeah, that's the disease. Mine does. Never mind. I got confused.
This school is sort of flanking you. It's kind of busy here. It's kind of busy. He too would like a little nibble. Gosh, can you imagine all these ghouls doing their best? This ghoul slides down from the wall like his boss does, his nails carving the wood, and then he jumps to the side of you, Corvus. Torvus.
Oh shoot.
He would like to take a bite out of your butt.
Eat.
This guy
He's
is.
not hit.
Wait, where's this ghoul? Oh, yeah, he's dead. I should remove him from initiative. Torvus, it's your turn.
See, I'm not appreciating these boys trying to flank me. Can I slide like over here?
You can take a step, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take a
Two
step. Try
actions.
to get out of that flank.
You have 2 actions
And-
left.
I'm going to. I'm not sure if ghouls can be intimidated. I'm gonna scream at him anyway. This.
You can intimidate ghouls. They are intelligent.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. All right. Why is it not clicking? I'm gonna scream at it.
Ghoul +2, +2. Okay, 14. In that case, he's shaken for a couple of rounds, actually.
And I'm gonna swing this my chain at him.
Excuse me, I have to move him here because I can't set the icon otherwise.
Actually, wait. I might screw something up. Which one was the dang gas? Because I have ghoul icons.
Yes, this one's the ghast. They all look alike.
Oh. Yeah, they all look alike. So I meant to hit the gas.
Yeah, but the ghast is over here.
Okay. I got
Did you mean to hit the ghast with both effects?
Yeah, because like.
Okay.
I-
Then I'll say
I-
that you
I
can
gotta
move
look-
yourself over to next to the ghast, and I'll see what the ghast has to say in terms of his modifiers. +6. Okay, 16. So he's still also shaken for 2 rounds.
All right. And I whap him with the chain. Because like they're all ghouls to me.
You whap him. The
Whap
ghast is
him,
looking
so he's-
ghastly.
He is sickened now.
However, there's a ghoul in your back who slides like a queen.
Yeah, I just realized that moving in that position still give me the
Even
flank.
with the +2 for flanking, it doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. This one over
As
here,
long as I hit the-
and his friend, he kind of steps and steps, maneuvering his way around, dancing in a pirouette, and tries to get you in the air. Ugh, god damn, this is a gas sheet. I should stop using the gas sheet, me. Ghoul sheet, ghoul sheet. You are
With
flanked.
him moving that way,
Ezra.
wouldn't he go through an attack of opportunity?
He steps twice.
I love how attack of opportunity is so useless.
It's very good at catching people who run away. It's hard to catch people who are already dancing with you in melee.
So flanking gives it a flat-footed.
You are no +2.
Plus
So I
two.
think
Yeah,
they
that
hit
hit.
you. So can you roll me against paralysis, please? As I set the gas sheet to no longer roll in private because I'm kind of sick of that. Making all
You
these
would know
paralysis
that.
fort saves. You are having a great time today. Gosh darn. You bunch of cards. You bunch of cards.
The ghoul's main power is not working.
I think all of those hit there, Ezra.
Yes, they do.
Could you roll me 3
So-
paralysis checks then?
Alright, 5, 7,
I thought it was just the bite that causes
10.
paralysis.
No, it causes the disease.
Ah, okay.
I'll take down 10 health. And then,
Oh, you
I'll
actually have to
be-
roll me 4 paralysis fort saves. There's also the ghoul fever you have to worry about.
Alright. 1,
That's a
That is-
success.
Two.
Success.
3.
Success. Success. Holy crap, Ezra!
Eat my ass, paralysis.
Well, he did eat your ass. This ghoul is just gonna take a little step over there, but even his lesser ghoul brain is beginning to wonder the efficacy of the battle tactics they are employing.
Even the ghouls are starting to question what they're doing.
They're seeing the. Wait, who's he attacking?
This one just kind of moves over here. Well, he tried to attack you and failed hilariously.
I still have 2 more panache points. I can counter if you want, but I'm not going to.
The ghouls can't really go anywhere if they want to stop. So Ezra, you get hit once for 5, and then you can roll me some paralysis.
Alright, well, let me get down my health. Oh boy. And my.
You are
this one here.
paralyzed. This means they'll start
took
doing
a
coup de
while
grace
for me
and
to
kill
hit
the
that.
shit out of you. You are paralyzed for. Let me. Where's this? Where's this paralysis? 1d4 plus 1. So 3 rounds. You are
Oh, boy.
zip. Ezra, the chill of the grave has gotten in every muscle in your body.
Garg.
You can, of course, roll me a hero point to reroll that.
Alright. Bam.
You are not paralyzed, and you start your turn fine as you pull yourself together at the last moment.
Alright.
Man, if you had Whirlwind Strike, that'd be the coolest thing.
It would be. I'm just gonna.
It requires a lot of
This
beats,
guy.
though.
Yeah, but it's really cool. In situations like this, you just chop all their heads off.
God, yeah, it would be.
Alright. This
this
guy's
one.
dead.
Alright. Then, I'm gonna attack the guy behind me.
You take that swing into your next one, and whoopsh. He's down to 3.
Then I'm just gonna, for good measure, and just because I'm not going anywhere, I'm gonna do my third attack on this guy with minus 10.
And maybe you get lucky. You do get lucky, and you bring him all the way down to 1. Hey, Craig.
Just hacking and slashing everything
I'm a
around.
whirlwind
Just like,
dervish.
you want some? I mean, you know,
You're
to
leaving
be
a
fair,
lot of
Safi,
bodies behind.
yeah, to be fair, Safi, Ezra did just sort of whirlwind strike there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it somehow got pulled off.
Going to attack the one in between
You're going for the flanking. All right.
in the kitty.
You get 2
That is
claws at the
appreciated.
same BAB. Hey, there's 1 hit for 4. Wow.
Wow, that didn't do.
Kitty cat. There's enough ghouls for everyone.
I know, I've been having fun with them. So I'm going to stab at the one that is doing the flanking. The same one Craig just went for.
Yes. Finish him.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm flanking him. There's no point in me starting there. I'm going to start with this one.
Hiya. Karate chop. For 6.
10. Precise strike.
So, when does Precise Strike apply?
Whenever I hit something with a one-handed weapon.
Have you
As
considered
long
just...
as I have at least 1 panache point.
Okay, this is the part where I'm going to teach you something cool about your sheet. At the bottom is a section of your weapon attacks box is a section called temporary attack and temporary damage. Or melee damage.
Oh.
Just put it in there. It'll
Okay, I got
automatically
some.
add it. How much is it? 5?
Okay. 4.
4.
It is my,
It's down to
it
3.
is equal to my panache.
It's down to 3. So you spent
Okay.
1 action?
Yep, and now I'm going to go for the attack on the one that I'm flanking with Craig. So it's technically a -3 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And it's super dead,
How about a minus dead to hit?
which also gives me back another panache points and back up to a total of 4.
What a winky face.
The
And I'm gonna
ghouls
try to-
really start
I'm going to try to finish off the one I stabbed at first. Nope.
Not like that. The ghast is blissfully unaware of the fact that everything is going horribly wrong inside.
Its buddies are just
Well,
all dead.
he's not feeling very good. Like he's sick. Like this is just a bad day.
Like, the gas is hearing bodies hit the floor, and he's just like, yeah, they're
Things are
killing
going
them.
according to plan.
Why were there so many of them in there, bro?
I thought there was maybe
Torvis!
4 of them.
You are hit for 7. Roll me fort save.
Roll fort.
Would
Oh
you
my
like to
God.
use your hero point to reroll that?
Yeah, I'm hero point and rerolling that. Are you
Torvis,
fucking
you are
kidding me?
paralyzed. For 4 turns!
What? Okay.
You're
cool.
dead.
Nah, that's
No, you're not. I'm going to come.
that's.
This ghoul, it throws its claws at you and then tries to roll out of there.
Oh.
Okay. So, I'm not
I
going to let
see.
it do that. I'm going to counter one of those, actually.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, it's dead.
It rolls back in death!
I reject.
This little monkey comes to the zoo. So, I just need to look up what paralysis does to a person. It's great. It's great. It's one of the best status effects out there. If you want to fuck someone up, you can coup de grace them if you wanted to. But it takes a whole turn to do that, so he's instead just gonna beat your butt. Let's see. You are frozen in the spot and helpless.
I love those
Cool.
double 8s, just back to back screw yous.
I rolled 4 ones in a row, Claire. Please lodge your complaints with me.
So is our Claire's character is gonna be the your character here slot?
Claire's Soldier A.
So, allow me to give you the full rundown. First, you're flat-footed. Second, you have a dex of minus of 0 at this point. Oh wait, I can just click on the paralyzed checkbox and it shows me your shit AC for me. Come on.
What's the
Oh,
AC
it doesn't
now?
work. It doesn't work.
Why does it not work?
Oh wait, because I have to click helpless, I think. No, it just doesn't work. That's dumb.
I think it just takes a while to update.
Possible. It doesn't matter. Going from 4 dexterity all the way to -5 is a difference of 9. Your AC is 11.
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't it? Isn't it though? Isn't it just great as he goes and tries to claw your eyes out?
But
While
then
you're
why
unable
didn't
to
they just
move?
Crit? Yeah.
Was
Okay,
that
so
Claire?
I
I'm going to try to save you.
yeah, so I take both of those. That's
This
11?
ghoul
No.
is, you think he's doing the monkey, but in reality he's trying to get you.
And he is extremely poor at it.
He succeeds on the bite at least. I don't know.
I'm going to see if he even gets that far. Wait, can I counter multiple times in a turn?
If you have combat expertise, I think it ties off of your attacks of opportunity, right?
Yeah, I have to expend an attack for opportunity.
So if you have combat reflexes,
I do not at the moment, I believe.
what a weenie! Then roll me that fort save twice.
Do I have how many
It's the bite that
reflexes?
does it.
I do not. And once again, let's see how this goes. Boom. And Charmed
That's-
Life, last one for the day.
You're fine. You're 100% fine.
I want to be safe.
Hey, Torvis.
Yeah.
Hey, Torvis.
Yeah.
Guess who's very happy ever since you made his friend drop off the wall? Well, that's not his friend. That's not how this works. They're not friends. But he would really like to pluck your eyeball out. Just bite on it and watch and just see the fear behind your eyes as he bites down and squeezes it and tears off the nerve. So as a full round action, he's going to do a coup de grace, which, helpfully, we get a pronunciation guide. You automatically hit and score a critical hit. If the defender survives damage, you must make a fort save, DC 10 plus the damage dealt, or die.
Awesome. I like how this is going well to instantly getting screwed.
He does 10
Wow,
damage.
one of those doesn't hit.
Well, no, you automatically hit. He automatically scores 10 damage. And a DC 10 fort save. Well, DC 20, actually. It's 10 plus that. Or die.
Hero point.
Already spent it on trying not to die, if I recall.
My hero point.
Not necessary.
All right.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. I didn't use it. Because we're going to have to argue about that anyway.
Torvis. 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 Ghoul.
Doesn't move. Yay.
Takes a steppy. Goes in for the claws. He leans into this one. Hiya. Ghoul. He's going to go for the claws, and then he goes for a roll out of there. However, since he's rolling basically directly out of here.
Wait, did Craig get a hit?
For what?
Okay, I was just wondering.
No, this is you.
Right,
They're
good.
flanking you.
Okay.
Ezra, can you roll me a fort save on that claw attack that hit you for 2?
Oh, that 21 hit me. Alright. Fort save. Got it.
Ezra, go ahead. Finish the job.
Alright. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop up high.
Kill the one near me.
I'll like kill this one,
That one's gone.
and I'll draw my composite longbow.
Why don't you just take a step over or
Yeah.
or walk over?
Come closer
Yeah.
and stab.
Pulling out your crossbow would take a full turn.
Alright then.
No, it takes an
Well-
action to take out an item. You walk on over. And deal a 9. Delicious. Kitty cat,
Yeah.
you could delay your turn so that Craig could clean up for you.
I'm going to delay it and let Craig go, since we have the same
Craig,
number.
what do you do?
I am going to leap at this one that is rolling away. Since it rolled, is it on the ground or is it standing?
It's still standing. It's just a step with some flourish.
Okay, well, let's go with claw bite.
You finish it off with the first claw.
Okay. Doggo can't really get up the ladder, so there hasn't been a she could do so.
It's at a slope. It could probably try to climb up there.
Doggo,
Okay.
go for Torvis.
Kitty cat,
No, get the one next to me so I can get out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to try to do with the dog if there is the ability to.
it can
Would
do
you
it.
have to acrobatics?
It can do it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a smart dog.
Alright. Is going to come over here and have a good chompy chomp. Please do something. Wait.
That's
That
all you need it. Kitty
Sweet.
cat, the ghouls around you are all dead and gone.
Okay, I'm going to use my spring sword. And I'm going to try to get down there fast.
Now, the problem is the rafters are too close, but you could do this weird, like,
I'm doing it
level
like
to the
it's
ground
nothing.
cannon jump.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Roll me
Over
acrobatics.
in my brain.
This isn't an easy check because this is a really awkward angle to aim at. So let's see what your die has to say.
And I can add daring do to this if I want to, before you tell me. I probably don't need to.
I mean, it would get you further.
I'm going to add daring do to it. Roll a d6. If I
Yes.
get 6, I get roll again.
There were 6 exploding. All right. You expend 2 actions to basically fling yourself all the way over here. You can appear any space you want in like this little 9x9 area.
Can I tell which one is the one that's in charge?
This guy, as he's still
I'm
slightly
land-
demoralized.
Right there. And I'm going to stab him.
You technically count as a charge. -2 to AC, but +2 to attacks.
Hero point. I'm using my hero point. I'm re-rolling the shit out of that.
Good. You do stab the shit out of him, killing him instantly. With full
And-
force.
Menacing swordplay. I can
Nya.
intimidate the people next to me.
Stay away from him. Nya.
So
Stay away from him. Yeah, little like sparkles come out and you wink.
The answer is yes. That isn't enough to intimidate it. It's like, look at this little kitty cat who wants to have a go.
Oh,
yeah, I want him to come for me.
This school. You know what the school's gonna do?
Also, what's the CR? What's the hit dice on the ghast?
2. Its CR is 2.
Ah, good. I
Good.
get a panache point back.
It
I'm
starts to
getting-
kidnap Torvis and bring him into the fields.
Oh yeah, like that's happening.
Torvis!
Is there like anything I can do? or
Why
I
do you
just sit
split the
there and be
party?
like, what? We're here though. We're not even split.
This one is having at you. Gosh, I have not
And
rolled a single
I'm
crit.
having at him.
Phew, blam. Is that what does precise strike apply to this?
Yeah, because I still have the panache point.
Did you apply it already?
Yes.
All right. It's not down yet. Escalation dies at 5. Ezra. How about we just go to Kitty Cat's turn and see if they kill him? Or
See if I
what?
save Torvis.
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna try to get closer. So
You can hop on down safely. Like, you can descend from this platform without hurting yourself if you're just careful about it.
I'll just 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There you go. 2 actions and draw my bow.
Craig.
Okay, me and the wolf are both going to run at the one that's dragging away Torvis.
You don't know about that.
I can see it from where I am.
Kitty Cat, why
You're
don't you
inside a
why don't you
building.
announce via combat shouts important and pertinent information?
Because it started happening when it wasn't my turn.
At this angle, I could have totally seen him getting dragged, or seen her getting dragged.
There's a wall right here.
These black lines are walls.
Yeah, I got that, but look at the angle I'm at. I could have seen.
Your line of sight stops right here. They were over here.
It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm just paralyzed for apparently 2 more turns.
Okay,
I
well, I'm
guess.
going to run down here.
You can
and
see
then
my
he will
fine
be
butt.
taken away.
I mean, Kitty
Yeah.
Cat ran over there, so
And the doggo was actually fast enough to go and make a bite and try to trip.
oh god, the dog just straight up runs out of the building at rocket speed and goes for the ankles. Fuck!
Crit.
Thank God. F this.
Is
Torvis,
it still alive, or
You
is
fall
it,
to the ground as the ghoul that's carrying you also falls to the ground. Kitty
Is it
Cat.
dead?
No, it's still alive. So Kitty Cat, you might just
Okay.
deliver this finishing blow. There's also a dude next to you who's kind of angry.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go
It's Tim Tom. We're cool.
+5.
Luckily, you have an escalation die to kill him.
And yeah, I'm gonna try to get up here for that final.
You make a big spring and then you land. Hiya! And that does it. It's quiet. And in about 10 seconds, your good friend stops being an icicle.
And I'm going to start. I'm going to use my 2 charges of my everlasting wand to heal a little bit of Torvis's health.
You might be able to get that eyeball back in. If
Oh
you
wait,
try.
I'm a bear. I'm a bear.
You can
so I'm
dismiss that whenever you want.
Yeah, but do I want to?
I
This
can.
bear
I can
just
do.
comes at me. Like, yeah, everything's just
No, no,
really
I got
it.
really terrible. And I look
Yeah,
at
you don't even know
goddamn.
you can do that.
Here's the thing. Here's
What
the
the
thing, Torvis. Torvis, you have never ever seen me become a bear before.
No. Think about this. None of us have.
By the way, Torvis is like cursing an effing lot and very, very pissed.
You can't
And
speak
I've
while
become-
paralyzed.
I become soothing Rockman
Oh, of
and,
course.
and tap
Yeah,
No,
you
you.
can't
don't
crap.
do it.
By
Don't
the
do
way,
it.
Okay.
Stay bear.
All
I got
right.
healing stuff.
I am bear. I gave you a wand full of healing.
Yeah.
I
things.
did.
And
So
I
I'm
have
gonna use
you.
2 charges of this wand he gave me. Because I have used magic device for cure white wounds.
You magically weld the eyeball back into place.
This is gross. This is gross. This is gross. This is gross.
I mean, seeing someone's eyeball hang on their cheek is never fine. Especially not with the socket bleeding like that. Ugh.
So what do I roll for the amount of health?
It's if it's an material, it's cure light wounds, then it's just 1d8 plus 1 for both, so 2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2. So that's 9 healed.
I appreciate that everyone ignores Ezra, who probably took more damage than anyone here.
Friends.
I thought Torvis was on the verge of death.
Yeah, Torvis has an eyeball not in her head.
It
I
turns
almost
out that
got,
if
like-
your eyeball's out but the nerve isn't popped, that's not too like a tooth. You can put it back.
Okay, well, I am
Yeah,
going to turn.
We
I'm
don't
gonna.
know that.
I'm gonna turn
And
around.
also, Ezra, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw you the moderate wounds potion I picked up a while ago.
Well, I was gonna turn around and put one of my giant bear paws on Ezra's shoulder and cure light wounds because I can spell as a bear
That is a thing we gave you.
because I took that thing.
You can also use wands as a bear, I'd say, since you're able to touch it just good enough that you can use a
Oh,
wand
okay.
in bear
Well,
form.
then
You
I
just
will-
whack her with it.
You
How
just
much
put it in
Thank
your
you,
maw and
Master
slap her.
Bear.
Oh, okay. I will touch you twice with my cure light wounds wand.
So 2d8 plus 2.
As you all do this investigation, Ezra,
Stop for that one. Wow,
Oh my god, 4.
you got 4
Yeah.
health, or you got 6 health.
wait, this is a casting of that you make, right?
This is my wand.
Okay, no, I'm just thinking.
Okay. So it's 4 health.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like I said, I have potions if you need anything.
Am I not paralyzed now, or is
You're
it
not
just-
paralyzed now.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I'm going over to the ghast.
The ghast has a key hanging around his neck.
And a sword hole through his
Yeah, I
chest.
ripped that off. By the way, I'm performing survival. I'm going to make I'm making a trophy out of its effing.
But
Claire-
I killed it.
Claire, does anyone here have no knowledge and ability?
I think
Nope.
I might. Let me check. Ba-da-boop.
By the way, she's pissed.
Yes, I do actually.
Then roll me some knowledge and ability. See if you can identify the symbol on the key.
I put one of my giant bear paws on Torvis's shoulder and make soothing bear noises.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Cure
Boom.
moderate wounds.
Kitty cat.
Oh,
You
wow.
identify the key has a this is such a word. Heraldic symbol of a curious flower surrounded by thorns. You are able to identify it as the foxglove family crest. Judging by who this person is, they may have been a groundskeeper of the foxglove estate.
So it's from our buddy.
Yeah,
It's from our bro.
maybe he's in danger.
I don't know who that is. I actually chucked the key to the cat, talking about mumbling something about trophies.
So you get a total of 16, Bella. So, guys, I'm taking the key. This key is from our buddy who we've been hunting with that one time, who was like a total wuss.
Is he a ghoul now? I say as a bear.
It didn't quite look like him. And remember, he's out of town.
I mean,
He
If-
went
if
back to
he's a
Magnamar,
wolf.
supposedly.
he might be dead.
So we should either go to Magnamar to check him out or see where his estate in town is.
At the very least, you should wrap up your investigations and then report back to the sheriff first.
Also, I got an idea, guys. Aside from how much actually fun I just had, like Talon's a little beat up, but he seems exhilarated from this. That was exciting.
Yeah, me and the kitty, we did all right.
Hell
got
yeah,
hurt,
Mister
but we
apparently
bunch
can
of
turn
shit.
into a bear. That's a
Now-
thing.
Oh, by the way,
By the way, I could do that now. But there's something I think we should check really quick. Kind of a big deal, probably not too important. He points at the house.
Yeah, the house door is like blasted open. The gas probably
Yeah, we
charged
might
through
want
it.
to go look in there.
Should we take this thing with us?
No, I killed it. It's dead. Forget about it. Who cares?
you think
I'm
it's
going
head.
into the house now.
By the way, Torvis, as you were busy doing whatever to this ghast, the fun thing is this ghast is only 1 year. How identifying?
Oh my god, it's the goblins we've been killing.
They want
So,
revenge on
I
me.
mean, so we should take it. Well, this is probably the thing that killed the people. We should take its head as to show what's up, because it smells just like the.
All right, all right,
Talon is going to your house already.
all right. Enough of this. You go inside the house. It is a simple farmer's estate, in that you wouldn't call it an estate. You find the whole family butchered and killed. They are decaying and swarming with flies. The man of the family, however, has a Sidron rune carved into his chest, as well as a scrap of parchment pinned to his chest with a knife.
I'ma read it. This sounds like things that pirates told me they do.
Let's see. Which one
It's
of
the
these?
black spot.
No, it's another bloodied note. Although this one is like dry and crisp and kind of crunchy. Take the fear. No, excuse me. It's fever. Take the fever into to you, my love. It shall be but the first of my gifts to you.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to the pocket that's holding the rest.
On the back of the
these.
note, however, you'll find a little note that says, "Check the master bedroom." And under the note was a key. On his, like, there was a note pinned to his body, and under the note itself was like a key to something.
Oh my god, I'm in Resident Evil.
The key is actually a chess piece.
Yeah, you have to find a bunch of inane pieces for like the most overly complex lock and key system ever.
You are tempted to check the master bedroom.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to the bedroom. If anyone wants to come, you better get in here. You got like 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going.
I don't think I can get in the house. I am
You-
bare.
You are a bear.
You can kind
I
of
also can't
squeeze in.
understand you.
Ghouls produce their stinkiness mostly because they are undead. Over time, it will wear off. Let me look up something on how much this thing is worth as a trophy.
I'm
Uh,
mostly just asking on the question of I don't want to like walking around with this.
No,
and,
the
like,
stink will
get
go
into
away
a
if you
scuffle.
properly preserve it. It will stop stinking.
Okay.
Like it will stop stinking immediately. Otherwise, it takes like a week for the smell to ripe out. You take a look in the master bedroom and find that
Yeah,
someone
I'm
has
going-
like shoved the bed aside and dug up some fresh dirt, and there's a big chest in the ground. And pinned to it is
Ah.
another note. It says simply,
Okay.
"I fear you. I hate you. You must fear and hate me as well. You may unmask me. So I must unmask you first. Know,
Okay, is this guy?
know the sins of each man. Your lordship."
Okay, I wonder if this guy is actually leaving these for me now
Anyway,
or not. I'm curious.
it's a chest.
keeping
You have a
it.
key.
I'm gonna open it. I'm curious.
Clickety, clickety, click. It's a simple lock. You probably could have picked it yourself if you really wanted to.
Mhm.
It's a farmer's lock. They're not going to have a fancy. However, this farmer has quite the trophy of gold.
Ooh.
You reach inside and find pouches, each of which is filled with about 100 silver pieces each. There are around 40 of these pouches.
Ooh.
This seems to be a man's life savings.
So that's like
So it's like
4,000 silver?
4,000 silver pieces, yes.
Talon narrows.
Does
his
anyone
eyes
here
and-
have any skills pertaining to identifying of currency?
No.
Even be.
Talon would probably have some due to being very well traveled.
Oh.
Knowledge local or
I have
geography.
I have craft metal work, but
All right. Sure. Craft metalwork. All right. Show me the
I mean,
goods.
I don't know. Like,
With-
Show me the
with
goods. It's
knowledge
appropriate. It
local?
fits work. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you check out the pouches and make sure that they're all full of silver pieces, and everyone's like, "Ooh, money." One of the bags only has a couple of silver pieces in it, and you're like, What's this bullshit?" Torvis takes a closer look with their fine metalwork skill and scratchy scratch. This is not a silver coin. This is a silver plate and platinum piece.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just going with Torvis bid it.
There are like
Mhm.
60 platinum pieces which have been silvered over to look less valuable.
it's a clever
Well,
way to
shit.
hide your valuables. I think.
Altogether, there's about 1,000 gold here.
Talon's staring at the chest. Little folding his arms. Something's wrong.
What is wrong?
He points at just that,
The fact that it's here?
the fact that it's here.
I mean, from what we know, these guys aren't looking to kill for money.
But why would they dig it up then?
Okay, yeah, that's a valid point.
The
You're
way
right.
it's in the room, it looks like it was presented. Someone went
shouldn't
through
dig
all the
this.
trouble to find the chest, dig it up, put it in the open, but leave it locked.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Something's wrong.
You say as you
Besides-
stand in a dimly lit, smelly room.
Yeah, but even compared to that, something is wrong.
There are like a family of 5 corpses in the room adjacent.
Yeah. And the fact that the money is here, waiting for somebody who isn't those corpses.
And the
With
note
a note.
told us to look in the
Yeah,
master
which
bedroom.
Talon would definitely share about that. Talon, being someone around pirates, finds that extremely weird because you don't dig up the treasure unless you want to take it.
Is this like a deal gone bad or something?
Or maybe a bunch of ghouls showed up.
Or maybe. Do we know who owns this farm?
Knowledge local?
I
Well-
got that.
Oh.
Well, let's knowledge local it. We both have that.
All right.
You can both
I
roll
will-
me.
No, I sure don't.
Talon, you didn't care much about the farmer's details. You were much more about the sailors.
That does make sense.
However,
Sorry.
Ezra did pick up some things. You think? Let's see. You went. Oh wait, yeah. You saw a sign. This is the Hambley's farm.
Hamley's farm.
Additionally, that guy over there, that gas. Now that you think about it, you think you've heard of a man called Rogers Craesby,
Roger's crazy.
groundskeeper. You think you've seen him a few times, actually. Well, that was a while ago.
Hmm.
But is there anything else
Um,
you wanted to know?
About the farm that, Whitmer roll.
Yeah, because apparently you wanted to know something with a knowledge local roll.
I was trying to figure out who owns it in case it's related to the guy
Sure.
skimming the money off. And we
Not
had
by
no idea
blood.
where the money was. Okay.
If you had like a 20 level intelligence mega wizard or alchemist with you, I might say that an intelligence check would be appropriate, because there are some puzzle pieces here that might fit.
If I do a perception for an search, might be able
Yes.
to find something.
No. I'm talking about the things you already know and clicking that knowledge together.
Ah, okay.
So, who here had the highest intelligence again?
Not me.
The
I had
bear.
14.
If anyone here with a 14 or higher, if you can roll me a 20 on an intelligence check, you might just have a little flash moment. Nope. Because this is something you could figure out on your own. If you just pay attention to who the rune victims are and what
Oh,
they've
man.
been doing.
Well, they're all men.
It is a serial killer, and serial killers have patterns, don't they?
Old people who've been skimming money from the top.
I mean, that would
Well,
track.
wait, the
with
note.
our
Wait,
platinum.
what were
the
the
plat-
names on the note?
Every note was signed with your lordship.
No, but the name was mentioned earlier.
The names for the conmen?
Yeah.
I don't see how that's particularly relevant. They were Messrs. Mortwell, Hask, and Tabe, and they were known common.
Well, I am.
The note
definitely
mentioned that
investigating-
a deal was about to show up that they need capital for. It involves property and gold. Though I'm not at liberty to say the detail. He did mention it's like, oh, you're going to be rich if this deal goes through.
I am
It-
going to investigate the bodies, though, because that is a thing we would be doing at this point.
Ah, yes. You investigate the bodies. Since you've noticed this, these all seem to have been attacked and killed in similar fashions. They have like the claw marks. They have the rune. At least one. All the conmen have the rune, and the family are all killed by claws, but only the man has the rune.
Okay, I think I kind of get what's going on.
You can present your theory,
What are you
Bella.
thinking?
Well, we did run into like a little flying imp that promoted and fed off wrath, right?
You think
Mhm.
this one's lust?
Yeah, well,
So,
yeah, greed or lust.
okay, allow me to give you a little hint. One of you remembers you're supposed to ask a scholar about that rune. Maybe that can help sort it all together. Although you also have a warrant, so
I'm a
Did you
draw
get that
the rune.
warrant, Jarvis?
Oh yeah, do you have that warrant?
Torvis has the warrant.
For a fine dinner with the sheriff.
I was wondering what took you so long.
A very pissed off Torpus has.
Yeah,
So-
she's still pissed.
Well, we only have a person killing men with the rune.
I mean, definitely send the message.
Maybe men just have naturally better chests for runes.
Also,
Since they don't have boobies.
I just realized something. That means I'm gonna die next. Because look, the rock man's a rock. No one can carve a rune into that easily. And you
Chisel?
two have tits. I mean, okay, one of you two has tits.
Orvis is waiting for you to refer to refer
What if
to
the
which
killer
one
has
you
a chisel?
mean.
He is not and is going off. He says, okay, let's go talk
She's
to that
just-
dude.
She just seems very upset. By the way, the gold that was dragging her off when you walk out, it has been like quartered.
Oh, that's really nice.
She's
Thank you a lot. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
she stomped it basically. She was
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the ghoul that made me think of Roger's Crazy. Just tie him up and put the body on my horse.
Those
Hmm?
We do have those horses.
Horses.
And this body's gonna be evidence of what's been going
My
on.
my horse is currently not being used.
Also, you guys can take the money if you want. Talon has actually not touched it.
But you also expressed your concerns.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you guys are gonna listen.
Take the money.
Just like 1,000 gold in money.
Talon's got some like pirate fear going on in his head.
That's cursed money.
Yeah.
That's old money.
Alright, hold on
Take
a second.
that stacks.
Yeah, I'm taking the money.
So, if you want to assuage your fears of being haunted by ghosts, you could always just hand the money over to someone who could try to find, like, next of kin.
No.
Like, if this money belongs to the family, then that would be a good
You know,
idea.
that's the thing that Talon might bring up on the ride is that we should take it, to the sheriff.
Well, I'm
Alright.
taking it, so we might as well take it too.
We've been at this for a while. We can do the other things. They don't take that long, but I think y'all might want to take a break, right? And call it for day.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then how about
Getting, like,
we take a look at the experience Otron and see what Iz has to say, because that's a lot of dudes you just fucked up.
can I get a hero point for, like
You get a
diving
hero
out
point
to
for
the
going
thing?
after your boyfriend, yes. On top of everything else. Let's see. You need
Can
15,000.
I get one for the whirling dervish? Dervish?
For your non-feet whirling dervish.
You
that
know what?
still-
Everyone just gets a bonus because that went way better than it had any right to go.
Yeah, we killed the shit out of those things.
All right. By the way, the ghast. You already know this, but just for reiteration, the ghast definitely was a ghast in that sawmill. The smell is the same. Not exactly, but close enough. The nose knows.
And then that's why I got the dang head.
All right. Let's see. You're all currently at 11,525 experience points. I'm gonna do some math later on to make sure that I didn't miss anything because there's really no extra points for anything in this area. Although I might give you some extra because that was kind of a horde fight. I'll just throw something on top there. How about that? Horde fight.
Woo.
Horde fight. Ooh. Or should I say, oh whoa.
A woo woo.
A wow wows. It's the littlest a wow wow.
No, not again.
It's the saddest little baby fox. Horde fight. An extra that much for one. Add on top.
Look.
Oh,
The
this-
Saddest Baby Fox show kills people because they cry too hard.
And there we go. All right.